Jetpack. You ready to play the Pokemon trading card game? If so, let's start the show! Hey everyone, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, aka the hottest cabs on Twitch. Shoutouts to everybody in the chat, including Secret Player, Sakari, and Catalyst Bones. Shoutouts to David Allen 760 and Yep Sam 6 for the follows while I was offline. Y'all are goated. And today we're back with the Pokemon trading card game, and we are playing. Let me pull this up here. And the game should pop up in a second. We're going to be giving Arceus Regidrago a shot alongside the Kirlia engine. Most notably, Drake Z piloted a deck like this to first place at NAIC in the juniors division, won the championship with Arceus Regidrago. I made like one minor tweak to their list, and we'll talk about all of that stuff at once we get our matches in. Then I'll record a thing explaining the nuances of the deck. Also, I'm seeing some issues with the way the game is running on my screen. Does it look fine for you? Because it's like choppy on my end. Oh my god. Yeah, it looks fine in the preview, but on my screen, this looks horrible. I think we might have to restart the game. I might have, like, all my settings got really weird. And Gollum's friend says, yeah, that. So, welcome. It looks good? Okay. Yeah, on my end, it's very choppy. I think after this match, I will shut this down. Hopefully restart it. My computer's been doing some weird stuff. Like, I've noticed some clipping in my preview in OBS. And then I checked, and it was like, yeah, change the VSync on some stuff. And then I did that, and then it just caused my frame rate to dip into oblivion. The meme poison deck? Today's not the day. It's not the day. Okay. However, we do have a terrible start. Okay, I can't. This looks so bad on my end. This looks so bad on my... I have to stop. I'm going to take the L. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me figure this out. I had to change some VSync settings on my computer and then I had to change them back because it ran horribly, and I wonder if that has to, like, the way the game's running right now has something to do with that. But yeah, my computer has just gone weird when you win with a toxic. Good morning, Cujo. Welcome. How are you doing? Sorry for the delay here. My PTCG Live's running horribly, and I don't necessarily... I want to throw shade at PTCG Live. I don't think it's PTCG Live's fault right this second. Not in this particular instance where the game is... Okay, this is running fine now. This is fine. Yeah, the ball was running at like half speed. Yeah, the frame rate basically cut in half just now. And I think it was just an issue with my computer. But we're going to try it out. Let's try it out. Yeah, there is a poison deck. Well, the Raticate deck. There was a Raticate deck that I shared in a YouTube video a while back, and people have been asking me to play that. And I guess at some point I should. I brought it up in the first place. Maybe we could. And I will admit, I'm running a little dry on decks that I want to play, so maybe it's time to get weird. There's at least... there's 3 Regidrago decks I want to try. Why is the matchmaking taking so long? They just saw that I rage quit that last one, or like, no, you don't deserve to... Oh, and my internet's going out too. Oh, man. Is it going to be one of those days? Is it going to be one of these days where everything falls apart for me? Okay, let's try again. Not meant to win. Okay, here we go. Much better. Okay. Tails. Ideally, we start first. No, we don't. Okay. Not necessarily the worst, but we'll see what we can do. Maybe we get the wombo combo of Arceus plus double turbo plus the Regidrago down, and we get a bunch of stuff in the discard pile. Who knows? Who knows? Opponent's going to go first. To be expected. And we get just Regidrago. Okay. This is not ideal. Hopefully off the... And we're playing playing against another Arceus deck. And they've got lots of Path to the Peak, which is really annoying. Arceus. No. Okay. All right. This could be bad. This could be bad. I don't want to attach energy just yet. I mean, maybe we have to, but... Oh, they're going to get the Battle VIP Pass too. Oh my goodness. It's Arctina. Okay. And of course they get the double turbo energy as well. And they're going to go and slap down probably the Squivit. I think we have to Iono here. We could just attach energy in Celestial Roar and we're probably not going to get knocked out. But I want... This hand sucks so bad. Okay, they're going to go for a second Bidoof. And I think there's an argument to be made that one of these three cards is not Arceus V-Star. And yeah, we're going to rope here, actually. Force them to put something else in the active. And let's Iono. And that might kill us, right? We could have given that. We probably gave them an out to Arceus. But... I want... Okay, we have enough. Let's go and throw the Collapsed Stadium down. I guess there's a world... I could have Squawkabilly there. Damn it. So it's probably Switch plus energy. This is not good. This is not good. And they're probably going to play Path to the Peak here as well if they have it. And Dusty Pharaoh, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Ooh. Okay. There's the Path to the Peak. And we lost our one out to Path to the Peak, which is not good. This is really bad. Actually, yeah, this is terrible. Because now we're going to get Trinity Nova. We can't bump Path to the Peak. We can't... We might have already lost. Let's see what we top deck. Maybe we top deck just cards to Regidrago stuff. And maybe we don't lose. At least we can get an attack here. No. No. All right, we scoop. GG's. All right, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. It is what it is. I shouldn't have played the Collapsed. I should have... Yeah, I knew they were going to run Path to the Peak. That deck runs a lot of Path to the Peak. I had my out to Path to the Peak in hand, and I let it go early. And, like, really, what would they have benched? What more would they have benched? Yeah, like, I did it at best to block the Squivit, and the Squivit wasn't really gonna matter there. So I should have just held on to it so I could have bumped Path. And I specifically changed... this is Drake Z's deck who... Well, it was the core of it is Drake Z's deck, and I made one change to put in the Collapsed Stadium so I could protect myself in situations like that. And I screwed it up. Hope everything's doing well. You enjoy the... Thank you for dropping by and thank you for watching the YouTube videos. I truly appreciate your support. I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you enjoy the live show where you'll see me lose a lot more. All right, we got... Let's go start Spiritomb. And hopefully that means they... Oh, God. Okay. This is not good. No, this is an awful starting hand. We don't get an Arceus. We don't get a Regidrago. And Antiheroes Chris says, are you late to the party? Not at all. Not at all. And Mighty Mo, welcome back. Mr. Bartman, welcome back. It's chien-pao. And we... Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can hit on the tails. That's perfect. That's perfect. We get down Arceus. Yeah, I'm not going to get too greedy here. We have our out to Arceus V-Star right here and our energy. And we have pretty much everything from a turn 1 perspective. This is fine. This is fine. Now, the Starmie is going to give us some problems here. If they get the Starmie powered up, this is a high energy deck, and they're going to be in a position where they can just one-shot us, and that's going to be awful. Now, we kind of have to hope that they can't get the Frigibacks down. I hope their turn ends right here. Oh, the Spiritomb! Yes! Good job. Good job. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right, we in there. We in there. Yes. Yes, rookie mistake. Okay, they're going to be stuck then. That's awesome. And yeah, I've done this as well. The Spiritomb card is so annoying. And we're not ready for it yet. Okay, let's go in Escape Rope. Especially since for PTCG Live players, like, we just haven't had this card available to us. Oh, they're going to give us the 2 prizes early. Excellent. Let's go and get the Arceus V-Star. And for the 2 cards, we're going to get a Regidrago V and a Research. They're going to give us 2 prizes early here. Let's go... I think there's also an argument to be made to just play Path to the Peak and just let this deck die that way. I want to set myself up potentially for the long game here. And we might also hit Path to the Peak here anyway, and we don't, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's get rid of the Grass Energy. I will get a Kirlia out. And I will... Ooh, do I grind the double turbo just to get us some more cards? I think I do. Or the Pal Pad, really. I think we're going to get rid of the Pal Pad. I'm feeling very adventurous here. Oh, no. That actually kind of sucks drawing into the fire right now. Because that probably means, yeah, we can't attach fire energy onto the Regidrago. But we will take 2 prizes right now. We can judge that energy back in if it really comes down to it. There's our Path to the Peak. Okay. Antihero Chris says, opponent reaction after Lumineon play. Alexa, play What I've Done from Linkin Park. So they're still kind of stuck. I mean, they could do a lot of damage right now with the Starmie. Oh, they're going to just power up with the chien-pao. That's not a good look for them. They are going to Ultra Ball, though, and they'll probably get the Frigibacks down at this point. So we do have to keep in mind that the Starmie is going to be a problem here. Like, that will one-shot an Arceus. We do have Path to the Peak, though. That's going to be great. They're going to do at most 120 damage here. Spiritomb looking like a snack right now, bailing us out so hard. Yep, here comes the Frigibacks. As they should, and they get their Irida. So they'll I hope they grab the rare candy, Baxcalibur, right now. Grab it right now so I can send it to the Greninja and the rare candy. Yep. They're setting themselves up. And hopefully this Judge stops them from getting the combo next turn. Secret player trying to get the shiny Snorlax. Same with Antihero Chris. No one got it. We have not seen a shiny Snorlax in some time. Mr. Bartman going for it as well. Nope. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna hope Judge Path here. This is one of the most deadly combos in the game. Hopefully it does wonders for us. The Starmie, again, freaks me out because that will get a one-shot on pretty much anything. They're going to Hailblade for 120. Just get some damage. I don't know if I agree with that. I would have been powering up the Starmie instead, TBH. Okay, let's see what we can do. I don't want to Iono here. I don't want to Iono because that is going to get them 6 cards back. I only want them to have 4. Yeah. Okay. And we can get rid of the Squawkabilly at this point. Don't need that. Let's draw some more cards. And we get another Arceus down. I don't know if we want another Arceus. Ideally, I would want another Regidrago. So we're going to hold out. That could be a mistake, but we'll see. Now, they're potentially pretty stuck. They need a bump to Path to the Peak right this second. And what Pokemon card? We have the Duraludon. We have the Giratina. We still need... I would like to get... If we can get the Noivern out, we can block these attacks and just Covert Flight over and over again. I don't think they have any evolution Pokemon. Like, if they have a Palkia in here, that could be a problem, but we can deal with that in other ways. Okay, they're going to retrieve a bunch of energy. And I could Iono right now. I might not. I honestly might not. Just to... they've got 6 cards now. I'd rather them have a different 6, perhaps. You still have a chance to get the back-to-back shiny Starlax. And they just scoop. GG's. Putting the clamp on early. Unfortunately, didn't get to show any Regidrago stuff there. But as it turns out, the combination of Judge and Path to the Peak still incredibly strong. Arceus kind of doing what it needed to do there, landing some consistent damage. The big thing was the Spiritomb helping us out big time there. Our opponent making a massive mistake in playing the Lumineon while Spiritomb was in play, and that did absolutely nothing. And they ended up letting us escape rope into the Lumineon. We take an early 2-prize lead, and they were not able to come back. GG's. Yeah, welcome back. Hello, JF Raptor. How are you doing? Shoutouts to JF Raptor, who is competing in a karaoke contest on Twitch later this afternoon. Feel free to drop the link in there, JF Raptor. Get 3 item cards. Yeah, we'll go do our dailies today. And cheer them on. They won the last karaoke contest they were on, and they are competing in the Tournament of Champions today. So best of luck to JF Raptor on that. All right, would like to show some... We lose the coin flip again. Ugh. Later today, I want to talk about some stuff, some new Obsidian Flames stuff. I wanted to talk about my first battle set. We got some clearer pictures and have a better idea of what that set entails. And I want to talk about that. And also just talk about some of the criticism I've seen for that product. I've seen people throw some shade at my first battle, and I think that, like, I don't want to get overly personal here. I think there are people that are missing the point. Okay. We do have research here, which is great, and we do have double turbo energy. Let's see what we're up against. I'm guessing it's another Arceus deck if they've got the Bidoof down. It could also be a chien-pao, at which point the Path to the Peaks is going to be very nice. Okay, Greninja. I think this is another chien-pao deck. They're going to go in concealed cards, try and get some stuff rolling here. We're looking for a chien-pao and a Frigibax for them to have a ideal setup here. Here comes the chien-pao, most likely. Oh, there's the Frigibax. Okay. Do they have the Chen? They already have the chien-pao in hand. They have a Temple of Sinnoh. That's really annoying. Okay. We are going to have to deal with that and figure out a way to to do so. Okay, we do get the Regidrago V down, and I will wait. Okay. I'm going to... I don't think we're going to get blown out this turn. I think the play, after we get the Arceus V-Star, we get Path to the Peak, and we get Research so we can get the Noivern out. And we can prevent the... Ooh, that actually is kind of tough for them going into the B-Roll now, unless they have a switch card, or they're trying to draw into the switch card, because now it's going to take 2 energy to get the B-Roll out. JF Raptor says, thanks. We'll be competing in 4-play Season 4 Tournament of Champions semifinals. One today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Winner is decided by votes with the chat. Watch here. There you go. You still have a chance to get... Nah, don't take my criticisms too serious. Just chat. I don't know what criticisms you're talking about. Are you talking about the Shadow Rider Luminion stuff? Or Shadow Rider Ticketon? That's fine. Again, I was up front and saying, we're trying this out. It didn't work. I wasn't trying to sell. And even in the video, I made it clear that this may not be the best deck in the whole wide world. And they're going to rope us here. That's actually kind of annoying. Okay, we're going to give them the Spiritomb. And let's see, do they have it? Do they have the... They're going to get some water here. I think they're going to get the Baxcalibur down. And the big play here we can make is... Oh, they don't have it. Okay. All right, we do get Arceus V-Star here. And we do get energy. I think we have to... Shoot, now we have to switch. Ah, this is annoying. Okay. Because we have to bump the stadium to even attack. So we have to... Do we rope? Or do we switch? I think we switch. And we get the Regidrago V-Star out. If that's going to be the play, then that's how we roll. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I needed to... Yeah, I'm scooping. Oh, man, that's dumb. That's dumb. I needed to bump the stadium. I forgot about that part. In that brief moment, I forgot I had to bump the stadium. We totally could have played that game. Totally could have won. I just had a brain fart. It happens. I totally forgot about Temple of Sinnoh. Okay. We bounce back. Let's try this again. And that was... I thought that was shaping up to be a good match. That could have been good, and I bumped the state. And it was annoying that they hit the escape rope. But, you know, that's on me. That's on me. The famous cringe scoop, yep. I hate doing it. I hate doing it, but I'm not above that. I am not above that. And there are games where, admittedly, I probably could come back from a misplay and I just scoop anyway. It's a toxic trait of mine. If I don't play it perfect, sometimes I'm just like, nah, I've given myself a much worse chance of winning this, and I'm just going to let it go. In a moment of oh my goodness. Top deck Arceus. Top deck Arceus. Please. Okay, we'll stall for time with the Path to the Peak, but really I should be scooping my cards here. I would just scoop my cards at this juncture. Like, we don't get our Arceus down. We don't get our Regidrago down. Let's see what we top deck. And they might not have a stadium bump. That's the only reason I'm holding out here, is that Lugia, if they can't get past Path to the Peak, then they're going to need more time to set up as well. So, let's see what we can do. And Lugia just doesn't have that many stadium bumps, so we might be okay. Though I'm not holding my breath. Let's be real here. I am not holding my breath for a... Oh, and we're going to get Iono'd, so that might actually be good for us. Okay, there's an Arceus. We may have to get rid of a Regidrago VSTAR, though, and that's annoying. And we have to be horrified of the Tyranitar, because the Tyranitar can one-shot us. And they get the Stonjourner down. Oh, yeah, and the Stonjourner can one-shot the Arceus. This is not looking good. And they bump Path to the Peak with Collapsed Stadium. This is looking very bad. Very, very bad. Okay, there's the Path to the Peak. And let's see if we can get a Regidrago down. No, we do not. That's unfortunate. And we can go... Let's go with the Goodra here. And I'll play another Ralts. Let's go Path. And we will get rid of some stuff there. And we do get a Kirlia. That's nice. Yeah, let's go burn that right now. I will attach some energy. Now, is there any energy in the discard? No, there isn't. Okay. Let's go and refine away the Noivern. And I will get down a... We've prized our Regidragos. That's cringe. Okay. Okay, then we wait. This is very bad. This is very bad. Oh, man. Like, we are holding Path to the Peak, holding our dreams alive. If they can bump Path, then we just scoop. And we don't run Heavy Ball in this deck. I don't necessarily... Yeah, the likelihood of us prizing both of our... Yeah, they're stuck. They're stuck. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna judge here. I'm gonna judge. We still don't have an out to... There's Arceus. We can at least get Arceus down. That's great. I'm gonna hold on to research, and we're just gonna wait. Oh, this is such a cringe game right now. Path to the Peak might hold out long enough for us to win, but still not looking great at all. I'm really regretting. We should have played out that chien-pao match if I had bumped the stadium. It wasn't looking good. If they Pumpkaboo here, then that's kind of it, right? And Mark says TCG Online was better. I don't know why they created TCG. First off, welcome to the stream. Second of all, there's a very specific reason why they got rid of PTC or PTCGO. And that is Mark, thank you so much for the follow. PTCGO was created by a third-party developer. And that was not created by... It was not created internally, so Pokemon had to pay a third-party studio to manage the game, and Pokemon did not want to do that anymore. They wanted to have control over the game itself and its development, and ideally bringing that in-house. It is potentially cheaper to produce. It gives them more... Theoretically, gives them more time to update faster, in the sense that you don't have to go through a third-party developer and go through that red tape and all that stuff. And unfortunately, Yeah, I don't think there's any point in trying to get... Yeah, maybe we play the Spiritomb just to stop like a Lumineon play if Path to the Peak comes down. And we'll just swing for 180. And let's attach energy to the Arceus here. Unfortunately, we don't have a Regidrago at all, so we have to play Arceus straight up. Faster, says ting-lu. Yeah, so that's it. On paper, it makes sense, right? It's cheaper to produce. Oh yeah, they don't have any Arceus or Archeops. Oh, they have how many Archeops? They only have one Archeops down. Like on paper, it makes sense for why you'd want to do that. Potentially faster updates. It's cheaper to produce. The big problem then becomes, okay, do I want to Iono them here? The problem with Ionoing right now is that the more we Iono, the closer we get them to a stadium bump. And we already know they don't have a stadium bump. And we're going to Iono ourselves down to 4 cards, which is another concern of ours. Let's go and get a... Ooh. If we get the Gallade out right now, right? If we get the Gallade... Oh, we don't have the Gallade. Okay. We'll just Kirlia here instead. Let's go swing. 150. We're still going to get the KO. And hopefully we can get a Regidrago down, though I don't know how useful Regidrago is going to be at this point in the game. We still don't have Regidrago. Scanning faster. On your Pal Swap. Oh, here comes the Luxray. And we're going to get Iono'd. Yeah, the big problem, like, in theory, I like the idea behind what they did with Live. The problem is the execution was awful. It's clear that their developers and the designers had no vision for what this was supposed to be. And they didn't have experience making a card game before, and this is just flat out worse than what we would have gotten otherwise with Live. Path to the Peak putting in so much work right now. And we get the win. GG's. Even though we prized both of our Regidragos, and maybe something like that makes you think like, oh, I should play Heavy Ball in here. It's probably not going to happen most of the time. But Path to the Peak working overtime to help us seal the win there. They flew through almost their whole deck and just could not get a stadium bump there. I thought with the Ultra Ball they would have benched a Pumpkaboo if they had it in their deck, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. And we were able to hold on for the win. GG's. So that's the really depressing part. And there's probably like structural changes that they probably wanted to make as well, such as implementing the crafting system and getting rid of trading. I don't mind them getting rid of trading. I thought trading was absolutely awful, and a crafting system is just a much better way for a digital card game to operate in the year of 2023. But just they screwed up the execution on pretty much everything. Which is why we're in the situation we're in. And the reason why they don't keep both PTCGO and PTCG Live, they did for like a year, which was great, but the reason they took it down was they didn't want to pay to run 2 different games. So they got rid of PTCGO so that they could put all their efforts into Live. And you know, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see it pan out. We're running into a lot of Arceus decks today, which is very weird to me. Okay, they get the Arceus down. I could hold my hand. Let's see what they play. They get the double turbo energy already. And and they're gonna get some stuff. Like, we do have the stuff to get the turn 2 Giratina or Arceus V-STAR, but I don't know. I want to stop them from doing stuff. Oh, they don't have much. Okay, sure. Let's go, and I'm gonna get rid of Iono and switch. And let's go get a Regidrago V down. We only have one Regidrago V. Okay, noted. And let's wait. And let's see what they have. Hopefully they don't have Path to the Peak. Okay, they've got the energy. Pokegear, please brick. No. Boss is annoying, but okay, they're gonna Iono. That does kind of suck. Hopefully they don't then roll out into an out to Arceus. And they're just swinging for 130. Or they're charging up. Charging up would be annoying too. And the Squovit. Uh-oh. Is it the Squovit in a dream right here? Okay. We really need to get, if we're gonna win, there's the out to Arceus. Okay. All right, this is bad. This is bad, especially if they slam down a Path to the Peak right now. Mark says, why are there no more tournaments and exchanges? They were good. So, okay. Tournaments. Right, as you can see right now, this game it's not done. Even the bare minimum that they have is, like, they don't even have expanded. There's the Path to the Peak, as they should, and we may lose right there. Right now, the scope of the game is not very big. They only have standard basically done. And they don't even have the expanded cards in there. And I think getting expanded working is a higher priority than tournaments, because right now you can't really play the Pokemon TCG properly in its current state. As for like exchanges, trades, I think trading is an awful system. It is a system that leaves the values of cards entirely to the community, which means stuff like I prized both of my Raltses. This is insane. Stuff like a Lugia V-STAR at the peak of its powers is going to cost 40 packs, and now you have to tell somebody that, oh, you have to go and... Oh, we've got Path to the Peak down, so like we can't even... We can at least attack and attach energy, but this is not looking good. You have to go to a third-party site to go buy a whole bunch of codes, and it's gonna cost you like 20, 30 bucks in codes so that you can trade, so you can get one Lugia V-STAR. Is that reasonable? And especially from Pokemon's perspective, where you're paying money to buy codes to then trade somebody else for that one card. Pokemon sees no money from that. So there was no gain, nothing to gain from Pokemon having the trading system in there, and it just leaves a lot of angry players who are like, I can't even play the decks I want to play because the cards don't exist. Like it's way too difficult to get them, and they're gonna swing into the Regidrago, and I think this is looking very bad. With the credit system, I don't have to worry about other players. I don't have, like, even the big cards weren't bad. Like, towards the end of the Crown Zenith era, I wanted to play a deck with Vikavolt. And because that wasn't that popular of a card, and they're going to swing for 180. Yeah, this is terrible. 280. There was only a handful of those cards available in the market. Those people were jacking up their prices to maximum. Like, I'm not trading 5 packs so I can play a card for a week. Like, no, that's dumb. I'm not going to do it. So it just created all of these really messy scenarios where it was just detrimental for players. And like, you could see it. You could see the impact of trading on PTC. Oh my goodness, this is such a terrible. Path to the Peak is... Path to the Peak giveth, Path to the Peak taketh away. Yeah, we're just going to lose here at this point. We have a Arceus. We've prized our we lost our Regidrago V. We only had one to begin with. And yeah, they just have to attach one energy and they're swinging for 208. Let's just scoop. This is bad. So yeah, trading was an awful system. And to the point about PTCGO is that you are way more likely to run into weird single prize decks and control decks, and the meta between like the competitive meta IRL and the PTCGO meta was very different because most people couldn't afford to get the best cards in PTCGO, so they played what they could, and they would play like the strongest single prize decks they could because it was easy to trade for those cards. And in the new world, the meta is different. It's still a little weird. It still skews towards the free decks, but the meta between the IRL experience and the PTCG Live is closer because it's easier to get the best cards. Antihero Chris says, the free decks are great, and like you said, getting rid of forcing players to trading cards is a much-needed change, but besides that, Live feels very unfinished. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, this is... Also, getting familiar with this trading function was a giant barrier to entry for new players. It's one of the big reasons you played that much on PTCGO. Absolutely. There was a reason. I remember I did some research on the PTCGO used to have leaderboards that you could see online, and over half of people playing PTCGO played theme decks, and they only played theme decks. This is actually a very good matchup for us now at this point. I like this. Let's go attach some more energy, and let's get a Regidrago down. Actually, do we squawk? Yeah, I think we Squawkabilly here, actually. And we can get the Goodra and the Noivern out of here. And can we hit Tails? No. Okay. Let's go and get a... off of these? Let's go get a No, we already have Regidrago VSTAR. No. Yeah, let's get Regidrago VSTAR. And then I will get rid of Path to the Peak and an energy to get Regidrago V down. Okay. What were we saying? Yeah, is that leaderboards, PTCGO, the player base. Over half of the player base was playing theme decks only. And they were only playing theme decks because they couldn't get the good cards to play into standard or expanded. And so they created this system, and this is one of the other arguments I have about, like, there are a lot of people that miss theme decks, and I think a lot of people miss theme decks because they couldn't play, not because they like theme, and some people do like theme, and like, to be fair, I used to like theme as well. Standard and expanded are just head and shoulders the better way to play the game. But a lot of people miss theme because that was their only way to play the game, because trading for cards was absolutely abysmal, and they couldn't do it. So yeah, trading I don't miss at all. Trading created a whole bunch of problems for the game that I think they've fixed now with Live. Now, there's still other ones. I still think that the game does not drop enough credits. I do like the fact that you get a bunch of free decks, and that's awesome, but the experience still has room for improvement there. You hope you're not too late. Why would you be too late? Nah, you're never too late. Okay, they get down to Ralts. They get the 70H, the Psy Shot Ralts. A little weird, but okay. They are going to knock out the Spiritomb, which is fine. Our end game here is we want to attack with Covert Flight over and over again with Regidrago, and then we should be Gucci. This deck does not have any evolution Pokemon that they can attack with, really. So we just have to spam that move, and we're good. Path to the Peak not going to really help us anymore. The only card that we would have stopped is the Squawkabilly, and they already played it. So that's it. They are going to do a decent chunk of damage here. This is actually a very good turn one for a United Wings deck. They got the, yeah, 120. Sure. Okay. That's fine. I'm actually glad that they knocked out the Spiritomb so that we could get rolling here. Okay. Time to pop off. All right, we get the switch. And actually, let's go Iono here instead. Let's go Starbirth. And we will grab ourselves a double turbo and an Iono. Iono. Double turbo. I think there's an argument to be made that we actually just hold on to our cards right now. Actually, yeah, we're not gonna actually use the Iono right now because I want to hold on to the switch. And I will play the Path to the Peak just in case. Just in case we don't need this anymore either. We'll swing into the Murkrow and we'll attach some energy to the Regidrago. And then we're gonna switch into the Regidrago and just spam Covert Flight over and over again until we win. Now, we're not gonna be able to one-shot everything, right? Covert Flight only does 70 damage, so we're gonna have to two-shot a Flamigo. But even if they gust around us, at best they're taking 4 prizes. So we probably can afford to just keep going that way. Watch out for Gallade. Yeah, that's true. That's actually a good point. The Gallade can one-shot the Arceus. The Gallade also can hit the... Oh, the Gallade's only doing... The Gallade's not doing that much. It does damage based on the number... Oh, Pokemon V. Yeah, it would hit for 240. And if we leave it to just Regidrago V-Star after this, then we should be good. They're going to get a good hit in on this Arceus. But I think the play is cheese them out with Covert Flight over and over again. And we also have the Goodra in here, so we're going to do 80 less damage as well if it comes down to it. 200 plus 80 less. So I think we have what we need to win here. Also thought the same. The matchup got killed by the Fighting Gallade. Yeah, we're not going to bench another Arceus here. So 140, that's fine. Let's go switch. And we are going to Iono both of us down to 5 cards. And we're going to Covert Flight over and over again. And that's the play. Yeah, I'm not going to attach any more energy. And we're just going to Covert Flight. 70. Boss around me. Yeah, if the Gallade comes in, I will just use the Goodra V-Star attack, which does 200, and then we take 80 less damage on the next turn. Yeah, we can one-shot this Ditto. We're gonna 2-hit KO this Flamigo. They have to play... Ooh, there's the horn. There's the horn. That's annoying, but they probably only run 1 horn at most. Okay, and they're going to research, so they're not going to get boss off of that, but they really need to dig to the bottom of their deck at this point. Yeah, this match does get tougher. Or this match can be tough with Arceus Regidrago because of the Gallade, because they can do a lot of damage. We do have stuff to go around it. Like the Goodra is a good option in the sense that you can take less damage. And yeah, they're definitely gearing up for the Gallade here. Would be nice to Iono here. But yeah, they're going to need to Gallade and Boss because Gallade by itself is not... It's going to do, what? 160, 120? Yeah, 120 damage to Regidrago is not a lot. And then I don't think they're two-shotting Regidrago either. But let's see. I do think there's a world where, now that I think about it, I kind of hope that they just attack the Arceus or the Spiritomb. Them chipping away at the Regidrago would be a problem, though. Especially now that they have almost all of these. This is doing, with the Dittos out, 80. Yeah, they're just gonna do nothing right now. They can get themselves to a point where they can two-shot the Regidrago, and that would be a problem. So, oh, perfect. I know the Gallade's coming. Do we snipe down the Gallade now, or snipe down the Kirlia now, and then take 80 less damage on the next turn? Or we hold on to boss right this second. I'm going to take out the Kirlia now, and I will use Goodra attack here. And we'll take 80 less damage. And we'll Rolling Iron. And then we can go back to our regularly scheduled game plan. I know at most they have one Gallade. I mean, they could play Rod to recover it. And they are going to get some damage in here. It's going to be a decent chunk of change, too. They've got a lot of their United Wings deck in there. But we just need them to not have any more stuff. The Gallade is probably the scariest thing. And we may even want to play... I don't want to bench anymore. Very much don't want to bench anymore. Because, yeah, they already have enough outs to win here if this drags on long enough. So, yeah, 80 less damage. How much are they doing? So, Pokemon, they've got... That's 80. Ooh, they're going to gust up the Arceus? Okay. They are going to get the KO here. Yeah. 180, so... Yeah, the Gallade's not going to matter now. Now we just don't bench anything for the rest of the game. And we spam... We spam Covert Flight over and over again, and we should have this. Boom. 70 damage, and they can't attack... They can't attack Regidrago. They can still hit Squawkabilly. And that's going to get them one... Yeah, they do have a route to win, right? If they can gust around and get the Squawkabilly and get the Spiritomb, they can still win. But trainers, as far as... They've got 2 out of their 3 gusting cards gone. There's probably one more boss. They may play Pal Pad in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're going to bring it back. They're gonna bring it back. This is annoying. Damn it. This may not be a perfect plan. The Gallade that they have is a... Oh, and they're gonna play Collapse. That doesn't really matter. Their Gallade... I don't have it here. For 2 colorless energy, it does 60 damage for each Pokemon V in play. So they've used all their gusting cards. I'm pretty sure it runs just 2 boss, 1 Serena. They may have a 3rd. But at this point, let's go play Path to the Peak again. And I will... Again, spam Covert Flight. The Echoing Horn's very annoying because they've given themselves the prize they need to win here. Yeah, they could even Escape Rope and then we lose. Very annoying. Profoundly annoying. I would love the Iono here. Okay, they're thinking long and hard. I don't think they have it. Or they're gonna Escape Rope into the Spiritomb and then we lose. I think it might not be a bad idea. No, there's nothing we can bench at this point that would be an alternate Escape Rope target that is going to tank a hit from that Ditto. Because at this point, they're going to do like 240. They're just going to Clara. The real problem is the fact that the base Pokemon deck are now very more than before. Create a deck around fast. So, I don't base Pokemon deck now. What do you mean by base Pokemon deck? Because I don't necessarily agree with that statement. Okay. We can research our hand away. Let's go research here. Try and dig for like a boss's orders here. Okay, yep. And I will grab... It doesn't really matter here, does it? Yeah, let's just grab a Duraludon, I guess. And I will continue to Apex Dragon. So we have game in hand at this point. We'll Covert Flight. Yeah, this is... See, I don't think evolutions are a big barrier, but like this deck right here got United Wings. It's not really an evolution-based deck. It got 65th at the North American International Championships. Most like the V-based decks, if you're playing Mew VMAX, you're only going from Mew to Mew VMAX. That's like, and you're gonna evolve at most 2 Mews, and that deck is still one of the best in the game. Lost box variants, most of them are single prize decks that don't have any... Oh, they're going all the way to the bottom of their deck. That don't have any evolutions, and they're some of the strongest decks in the game. I think that deck is hard for different reasons, but I don't think it's the evolutions that are the problem. And I think one of the criticisms I have seen of the Pokemon trading card game, and look, keep in mind, I played almost entirely during the Sword and Shield era, and we have game right here. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to gust up the Squawkabilly, and we're going to copy Giratina's attack right here. All right, and we are going to Apex. They didn't let us do it. GG's. GG's. That was a good one. Regidrago being able to copy Noivern's attack, Covert Flight, allowed us to keep the clamps on United Wings. And yeah, this is a deck that can hit really hard the further it goes, but its attackers are almost entirely basic Pokemon, and being able to block them from attacking was paramount to us winning. And they, unfortunately, they had Gust cards and they could get around, and they had the Echoing Horn to potentially put themselves in a position to win, but we were able to hold on long enough, and then we had game in hand, get the boss's orders, and we would have impacted the Squawkabilly to take the win. GG's. I think one of the big criticisms I have seen since when I started playing in the Sword and Shield era is that the decks actually got too simple, and there was a lot of criticisms going into the Sword and Shield era that they dumbed down a lot of the decks because people said it got too complicated, and that during that era the decks were a little too basic for the time. And I think they're starting to change that now. I still think that there are easier to play decks that are incredibly powerful. I think if you're looking for a very strong deck where evolutions are minimal, I would look at Lugia. Lugia is an amazing deck, and it's a very simple deck to play. Arceus is a very, like the Arceus box decks, like really evolve into Arceus, grab the cards you want, and then just pop off from there. So I think there are entry-level options for players to look at. Not every deck is a Gardevoir that's a ton of evolution and it's really hard to play and it's slow, or some of the more advanced Lost Box decks. I think that there are lower level decks that can compete that don't have all of the complexities of some of the other decks in the game. You like to play with difficult decks and cheap cards. Yeah, I mean, if you are playing in an open meta like a PTCG Live, the meta is going to revolve around a certain pool of cards. And generally speaking, the two main factors that drive the meta are what's free and then what's good. And I say what's free first because you see, and in the current meta, in PTCG Live, you run into a billion chien-pao decks, and it's not because chien-pao is the best deck in the game. It's the free one that a lot of players are new to the game or want to try out the new decks, and the new free deck is always the most popular deck in PTCG Live. It was that way with Lugia, it was that way with Mew, it was that way with Arceus, and then they fall off the face of the earth once they're not free anymore because the accessibility is not there once they rotate out of the battle pass. And then it's what decks are good. And that's when you run into stuff like a Lugia, like the Arceus pile decks, like Lost Box, and so on. So whatever you're playing, if you have goals of playing well or like doing well, then you need to be at least mindful of the meta that you're playing against and hopefully have answers to those decks in some shape or form. Sword and Shield was easy. Looks at Dialga. Man, Dialga Mew was so fun. Scoop Up Net, spam Scoop Up Net, Metal Saucers, one of my all-time favorite decks. I actually want to talk about accessibility here. This is about the time I would talk about new stuff here. So let's go and open image in tab. Yeah, that's good. And we'll open this image in new tab. That's good. Antihero Chris says, overcomplicating decks also isn't a great thing. Look at the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. They struggle to get new players in a way that investors have to get seriously worried about the future of Yu-Gi-Oh and TCG. I can't speak to Yu-Gi-Oh. I think the only thing I've heard that they don't have a rotation, and because of that, there are a lot of old cards that are still like very strong that you have to pay $1 billion for. Anyway, let's go and talk about this. And I do have a rant about accessibility because I want to address the haters on this particular product real quick. Okay, so. All right. Oh, I have to reset this. Okay. Give me a second. Let me fix that. Okay. This is out September 29th. All right. Later this year, in September, let me get the exact date here. September 29th, 2023, the Pokemon Company is releasing these My First Battle sets, of which there are two. This one has Pikachu and Bulbasaur. This one has Charmander and Squirtle. Later this year, this is meant to be a new product that simplifies the Pokemon trading card game down to its barest essentials so that completely new players or young kids can get into the Pokemon trading card game. Now, the last time we looked at this, all we had was this little screenshot, and it was really hard to tell what was going on. But thanks to PokeGuardian here, we've got some much clearer images that we can look at that gives us a better idea of what this product is. So let's take a look. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's start by looking at the boxes of these My First Battle sets. They are play level 1, and that is the kind of beginner level. But keep in mind, the Battle Academy is also play level 1, and this is actually going to be below level 1. This is meant to be literally the very first thing you play in the Pokemon trading card game, in particular for young kids. And they give you all of the things you need to play. And there are some really interesting things to note on the package right here. We can see the side of the cards. They are, one, the blue outline on the cards. That's different from the yellow borders of the old cards or the Scarlet and Violet cards that now have the gray borders. These are blue. And the backing of the cards is different as well. These are not tournament legal. These are meant to be played within the context of first battle decks playing against one another. We see that there's a Pikachu here, there's a Bulbasaur here, and they've got like really basic attacks, and these are actually the same attacks: Quick Attack, Electro Ball, Tackle, Vine Whip. The names are different, but it's 1 energy for 10, 2 energy for 30. If we look at the Squirtle and Charmander cards, it's the same idea. And the other noteworthy thing here, notice down here, they have the space for the resistance and weakness and retreat cost, and these cards don't have that at all. We're not playing Retreat. We're not having to worry about weakness. In particular, this Charmander versus Bulbasaur set. In regular Pokemon TCG rules, Squirtle would destroy Charmander, but because these cards do not have weakness, that's not going to matter, which is, in this particular case, I think that's great. Once again, this is meant to be a beginner level product for new players and for kids, and we are simplifying the game down to its barest essentials to ease people into the experience. And we already know that the game is played with 17 card decks, and now we also know that we don't have to worry about type advantage. We don't even have to worry about retreat. We are bringing this down to the simplest elements of the game. And furthermore, we got a better look at the board. So we can see here from the playmats, which I'm going to assume are paper, considering the cost. It's $9.99 US. They're not going to throw in the nice fabric playmats here for that price. But we can see some other gameplay changes as well. We see here tokens. These are prize tokens. Unlike the regular Pokemon trading card game, we're not worrying about putting our prize cards away and losing access to some of our Pokemon and our abilities and whatnot. It's just 3 prizes. The first to 3 prizes instead of 6, 3 wins. We see that we have an active spot here. We also have 3 bench spaces. It says here, play up to 3 basic, and it cuts off. So we're not having a full bench of 5. It's just a bench of 3. And then we've got a space for the deck, space for discard pile, and then a space weirdly called energy. I'm not sure if they're adjusting the rules here so that you just have energy you can draw from every turn, or if this is the energy that you attach to your active Pokemon and you can only attach energy to the active. That remains to be seen, but very curious thing that here that they have for energy. But yeah, in summary, this is a simplified version of the Pokemon trading card game, even simpler than the Battle Academy or the standalone EX decks, where we're paring this down to the bare minimum. We only have 3 prize tokens instead of 6 prize cards. We're playing with 17 card decks. The bench is only 3 wide. And again, this is meant to be for the absolute entry level. This is for kids. This is for people who are intimidated by playing the game. And this is meant to be, yeah, that ground floor product for people that are interested in that kind of thing. Again, this is available. Thank you to PokeGuardian for the info. September 29th, 2023, and the MSRP on this is $9.99. I'm personally very excited for this product. I have my son is only 6 months old at this point. It's going to be a couple of years before he can play, but I love the idea that I can introduce the game to him a little earlier than I was expecting, because this is a simplified version of the game, and he can pick this up at a younger age. I've seen some comments on the previous video that I made of people that are excited to share this product with their girlfriends, partners, with their kids, and I think that's amazing to see, because these are people that may not have played the game if we just had the current existing options. And I've also seen some negative comments on other websites, on my own videos about this product, and I'm biting my tongue a little bit. I don't want to get personal here, but I did want to say this. Accessibility is a good thing. We, as a Pokemon community, especially those who play the game, want to see more players get into the game, because the more people that play, the more support that the Pokemon company puts behind IRL events, puts behind the cards, puts behind PTCG Live to make that a better client than it currently is. And even if we don't look at all that, right, we want more people to play the game. And here is a product that is specifically designed to bring more people in, right? Accessibility is good. We look at stuff like difficulty settings in video games. There are people who can't beat it at normal or beat it at hard. You put it to easy, and that brings more people to the game that can share and love that experience. In the world of Street Fighter 6 introduced modern control, so you don't have to do the crazy quarter circle 360 typing in spells to do special moves. They've simplified that down, and that has brought a whole new crop of players that now love Street Fighter and can play it and enjoy it it in a way that they couldn't before because those accessibility options weren't there. In the world of television, closed captioning allows those who are hard of hearing to be able to enjoy the show and understand what people are saying. And for those who can even hear okay, you can watch shows in different languages and you get the closed captions there so you can read what's being said. Or if you don't want to have the overdubs, then you can still hear the original voice while also seeing the text. As someone who's a dad now and has a baby, I've come to realize there are places I can't go anymore because I'm on the go all the time with a stroller, and there are certain stores that don't have ramps. There's a, I don't want to name names. There is there's a board game store that sells Pokemon cards. I can't go there anymore because the only way to get into the shop is through a large flight of stairs. And with the stroller and the baby, I'm just not going to be able to go there unless I make specific arrangements to have someone watch the baby so that I can go to the store. And this option, my first battle option, it's that. It's accessibility. This isn't meant to be for everybody. This is meant to be a product for those who need or just want a lower barrier of entry. And it's easy to take for granted because a number of us play the Pokemon trading card game and have learned how to play it, but there are things that make it harder to learn, such as retreat and retreat cost and type advantage and just counting, right? You're gonna ask a 5-year-old kid to go and calculate the damage on Meloetta's Melodious Echo 70 times whatever damage and trying to hit a 320 HP Pokemon and all of that type of stuff. It's easy for us to take for granted, but when we have products like that, not everybody can or wants to do that. And the existence of this product makes it so that more people who may not play the game otherwise will give it a shot. And it's not like the other options are going away. Battle Academy is still here. If you've got it, you can still use that. I have the old Battle Academy with the GX cards and not the V cards, and that's fine. I can still teach with that. The EX cards, the EX decks, level 1 decks are still available. If you are content with those options, totally fine. But for others, it's great. I don't see what the issue is with these products existing. It's not taking away from any of the other learning options, and it's giving new players an even easier way to get into the game. Sorry about it. I just had to get on the soapbox here. I feel like there were just a number of comments I saw in my own videos and from around the community where I just feel like a number of people missed the point of this thing. And for those who aren't interested in it, that's totally fine. And for those that are excited, I am excited too, and I'm excited with you. And I hope that this is the product that gets you into the Pokemon trading card game or helps you bring other people into the Pokemon trading card game that otherwise wouldn't play it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Are you excited in this? Are you not excited even with all this explanation? Let me know in the comments of this video. But for now, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So Twitch fam, stick around. But for YouTube, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and we're out. Bye-bye. Anti-Hero Secret Player, yeah, it's $10. It's $10. Anti-Hero Chris says it's important to value the product with the target audience in mind. 1,000,000%. Mark says the very good idea. I agree. Catalyst Bone says very excited for this. My boys will soon be 5 and 6. That is the perfect age for a product like this. And Prism Chew says, all things aside, you are already planning for your 6-month-old to play the game. Not seriously. You're about to say, just got here. Bat Squid, welcome. Welcome. My 6-month-old has played with Pokemon. We've given him Pokemon cards and he likes to hold them and eat them, swing them around. But at some point down the road, I think it is something that I would like to teach him how to play. And Meg, welcome back. How you doing? Leo's already a legend. He's beaten me multiple times. This is true. How are you doing, Meg? Yeah, we were just, I don't know how much of the rant you just caught. I was just talking about accessibility in the Pokemon trading card game and a number of people who are, oh, all right. Lose the coin flip, win the war. GG's. The deck is doing okay. It is a take on the Junior North American International Championships. Regidrago with Arceus won. We're doing our take on it. We've gone about 50-50, and the losses were largely from bad hands and Path to the Peak. And there was one I goofed really bad. But we did get one good match just now, showcasing the strength of the deck. To be fair, I'm not personally that interested in wins and losses. I like winning more than losing. It's more about when I make these videos, and I know you know this, Meg. When I make these videos, it's not about me showing how good I am at the game. It's about getting matches that showcase what a deck can do, its strengths and its weaknesses. And that's what I look for when I play. Oh, speaking of strengths and weaknesses. Oof. Oh, okay. Chien-pao. Chien-pao. Yeah. Ooh, double Path to the Peak. All right. We are going first, which is great. I'm actually going to get rid of Boss and Collapsed. And we're going to get ourselves an Arceus here. And we will wait. Oh, no. We're going to attach energy. Okay, cool. And Secret Player says, I'm going to see if the game room is interested in having this product at the university. I mean, it's just $10. Probably will just gift it to them. Yeah, I think it's amazing that the Pokemon company is putting out a product to make it as accessible as possible. And there's one thing I missed in the video is that the Pokemon company sold 10 billion cards. Billion cards last year. And that translated to 1,800 people at NAIC. And look, that is the biggest tournament, international tournament ever. But that's also 10 billion cards sold, 1,800 players. There is like millions of card buyers in this pool that are not playing the game at all. And we all know this. The vast majority of people who play or buy Pokemon cards do not play the game. And we can even look at this on YouTube, where the top channels that are about collecting and opening packs have millions of follows or subscribers on YouTube. And meanwhile, the top channels for the other side of playing the game, it's Tricky Jim at 100,000. And I'm not saying 100,000 is bad, but it's way smaller. It is orders of magnitude smaller than... Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of a Path to the Peak here, and we're going to get Arceus VSTAR out. This is not ideal. We have no... Did we prize all our Arceus VSTARs? Nope, there it is. Okay. This is awkward, right? This is a really awkward hand. We're going to Escape Rope double turbo, slam down Path, and pray is what this is. Okay, we have to switch. Switch DTE. Switch DTE, Path, and pray is really what this is going to come down to. 180. And we pray that they don't have a bump to Path to the Peak. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. Antihero Chris says, every time I play Pokemon with your older daughter, my younger son also wants to play, and it sucks to explain to him. He'll have to wait because it's too complicated for his age. He'll definitely pick this product up. Awesome. Yeah, I just feel like there's a weird lack of empathy among some in the community that just like cannot fathom the idea that for some people, the game in its current state is too hard for some people to play. Oh man, if we could top deck a research right now, that would be goated. They've got the Baxcalibur set up. It's really, we are hanging on by a thread. They've got the Palkia here. They have no energy in the discard pile. Or they don't have enough energy in play. So we just path and pray. Oh, they've got super cool. Okay. Do I do deck analysis? Yes. Like, you can check out, oh, we're going to get Iono'd here. That's awesome. Check out my videos on YouTube. I'll put the link in the YouTube channel here. This will be converted into a video. I will do an intro and an outro. I'll explain the deck. I will show matches, and that's how we usually roll here. Hopefully they don't have the bump for this, and we're gonna have to look at, oh, are they gonna have enough energy here? They might. If they can blast Arceus out, are they just gonna do 240? That's still not enough. I don't know if I would agree to burning. Oh, they're just gonna do the 2 damage. Okay. And they're gonna have Palkia set up, and that's fine. Now, we actually need to get, we're not out of the woods here. We still need to get a Regidrago, like a card that Regidrago can attack with, set up. Let's get a second Regidrago down. And we are going to pray that off this research, actually, let's go get a Spiritomb might help us here if they play like a random Lumineon. And Pokemon, Kirlia, yeah, sure. We'll save the Kirlia if we're going to let our hand rip here anyway. There's the Regidrago. Awesome. Now, the big problem with our current deck is that we don't have... Let's get rid of the double turbo. We still need to get a card that Regidrago can attack with out of here. And it might be the Giratina, actually. Then we can one-shot the... We can one-shot the Palkia on the next go-round. I'm actually going to attach the double turbo to the Kirlia here, just so we have it ready. And let's get our second Regidrago set up. Okay. Yeah, they're going to come in with the Palkia. And they're going to be able to attack again. And we get our second Regidrago. This is looking good. This is looking good. Let's see how they play it. Ooh, the Lost Vacuum. That's annoying. And I think we're going to get Iono'd here. And if we do get Iono'd, that's going to be very bad. And we're actually, that's going to be terrible for us if we get Iono'd here. Oh, they played chien-pao instead of the Lumineon. Interesting. Okay. Sure. I'm not sure that was the play. But all right. Let's see how they approach this now. I really hope they continue this match because I think we've got a really good setup here. I hope we don't get Iono'd. And do we go with the Noivern next? The Noivern or the... I think we go Noivern and then this can't attack again. Really, I think they're only... Oh, interesting. Okay. Go with the chien-pao. That is a interesting choice. I think they're going to attach the 3 energy to the chien-pao and then roll that way. I kind of still want to knock out the Palkia. Oh, yeah, they're going to just attack with the chien-pao, which is... That's a choice. That's a choice. Oh, and we can Gallade for Buddy Catch. Okay, I like this. I like this. Yeah. It all depends. I guess they... Yeah, they're going to set themselves up to do some stuff here. And Gallade, yes! Gallade is playable again. There are actually 2 Gallades that are in the current meta. Oh, no! No! No, did the game freeze? Bruh! Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, I was going to have a heart attack there. Ooh, we get the Goodra here as well. All right, let's get Giratina out. I will get Regidrago down. I will get rid of Goodra Arceus, and let's get a... What is the other option? Yeah, Noivern. This is actually very sick. Okay. I will get rid of Fire Energy Noivern. And sure, we can grab Duraludon here. Doesn't matter. Yeah, let's go grab Duraludon. We'll go back. We'll say done. And we will Gallade for Buddy Catch. Grab a supporter of our choice. We have 1 copy of Boss. And what we're going to do is we're going to gust up the Palkia. I'm going to attach a double turbo energy to the Spiritomb. And we are going to Apex Dragon, Lost Impact for 280 damage. And let's get rid of the 2 energy off the Spiritomb. And we're Gucci. And this is looking horrible for our opponent right now. Yes. And then we can either like one-shot, even if they one-shot us with the chien-pao, we can one-shot the chien-pao with Giratina's attack again. Like, we're good. We're good. The panic was real. Yeah. I think attacking with the Palkia, well, let's see how they play it now. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, what are they going to do now? Oh, the Lumineon didn't work because the Spiritomb. Spiritomb again. I'm not sure if the first time Spiritomb saved us is going to be in this video for those watching this after the fact, but Spiritomb has been so clutch. People have been burned by that so many times, and I've been burned by it too. But they've just given us an extra 2 prize target. I mean, we can't. We've burned both of our copies of Boss, unfortunately, and we just get the win. Geez, that was a pretty awesome sequence of events there. Arceus getting the initial damage in, and then we were able to set up our board thick enough with enough energy that Regidrago could come in and smash with a Lost Impact and have multiple Lost Impacts ready to go to one-shot whatever they had. Gallade came in clutch there, being able to use Buddy Catch to then grab the boss's orders out of our hand, gust up that Palkia, land the massive KO. This was a pretty awesome example of the Arceus Regidrago combo in action. GG's. Cringe scoop on the other side. Yep. Oh, Meg going for the Poke Flute. Oh, no. Not this time. It's been a minute since we've seen that. Since Snorlax has come back. I think we just need like 1 more match. If I can get 1 more good match, then we're going to play a different deck. It's going to be... I have like 2 other Regidrago decks. Or I have a Miraidon deck. Oh, I have a Palkia Kyogre one too. I haven't played that one yet though, so I have no practice with it. But let's try and get one more. I think if it's just the United Wings chien-pao matches, that's probably good. I think we have shown the full extent of what this deck can do in just those 2 matches. But let's see. What do I think about which Lucario? There's a couple of Lucarios that are in the mix. Like a Lucario V-Star, the single prize Lucario that can take energy from the deck and take damage. Or is it the deck or the discard? There's also the one that for 1 energy can like hit for a decent amount of damage if a previous Pokemon got knocked out. Ooh, Giratina V-Star. All right. All right. I don't like this hand. Let's go and get an Arceus. And I wonder if this is Arctina or... Let's go Squawk and Seize. Try and get ourselves a wider board state here. And I will wait. I want 7 cards and I want to discard the Duraludon. But I don't want to lose both of our Ionos here. So I think we're going to have to Iono on the next turn. Though starting Giratina is not a good look for them. Why Judge and not Iono? There are reasons for Judge over Iono, especially in the early game. Like if I play Iono next turn, Leonidas 98, thank you for the follow. You're amazing. If I play Judge on my next turn, or if I play Iono next turn, both of us get 6 cards. If I play Judge, they only get 4. And there's a difference between shuffling to the bottom and shuffling in the deck. But in particular, if you are in the early game and you want, I don't want them to get 6 cards or 5 cards, then I would play Judge over Iono. So having options is nice. But we did get rid of one of... Oh, we got rid of both of our Judges here. So yeah, we have to run the Iono. This is also potentially a weird match because the Giratina does have the instant KO option. And we kind of don't want to play our... We don't want to play our starting, like our Ralts and Kirlias, because those potentially become targets for the Sableye. Maybe we put down 1. I think 1's fine because we can turn that into Buddy Catch Gallade, at which point they're not going to be able to one-shot that with Sableye. They do get rid of Mirage Gate here. And they are going to start to pop off here. Unfortunately, yeah, the Squawkabilly does kind of suck. We do have a Collapsed Stadium, so there is a world where we can get rid of that. And they get rid of their Rock Sand, too. That's kind of tough. They are going to switch. They are going to get to 4. And they may take a swing on Squawkabilly. Ideally, we can Collapse Stadium to get the Squawkabilly out of play. That's the change I made from Drake Z's deck. They only ran 3 Path to the Peak. I took out the Garchomp and put in a Collapse Stadium for scenarios like this. Hopefully they don't swing again. And I'm not saying I'm a better player than Drake. Like, Drake Z won literally NAIC, and I have never played in an IRL tournament. This was just a matter of, oh no. Oh, they got greedy. They got greedy. But it does suck that the Arceus is going to get hit here, most likely. If you're digging extra deep, they probably have a way to get Cramorant into the active so that they can swing. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Again, you're cutting down your own hand, and 2, there's so much shuffling and it doesn't really matter. You are cutting down your own hand, but there's certain times if you've got the advantage already, you don't necessarily need 6 cards, and you may just be fine with 4. And I would rather you have 4 cards than me have 6. Oh, they've played Path to the Peak, so we can't even do our stuff. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Path to the Peak. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, there's a valid use case for both. I don't think Iono in and of itself eliminates Judge. In certain decks, you'll probably just want Iono's over Judge, but for a deck like ours, where you're really relying on Path to the Peak and Hand Disruption, then you kind of want both. I've seen variations of decks that run, yeah, like upcoming, the Alakazam deck has 7 Hand Disruption cards. It'll run 4 Iono, 3 Judge, or 3 Judge, 4 Iono. Also, I think we're going to lose this game. We unfortunately have bricked pretty hard. Oh, man. Yeah, Iono's great, but it is not the be-all, end-all hand shuffling or hand disruption card. Okay, I hope they're stuck. I hope they're not stuck. They are not stuck, and they've got 8 in the Lost Zone. Do they have the pieces, though? Do they have the pieces? And yeah, one of the other changes I've made to this deck, like, because Drake Z's version just doesn't have any good answers to Path to the Peak if they play it on you first. Like, right now. Collapsed Stadium is there to bump that. But in order for that to work, I need Collapsed Stadium here right now. Holy cow. Oh, this is depressing. Oh, they got rid of at least a few Mirage Gates here. Yeah, they've only got 1 more. Here comes the Giratina VSTAR. And they might get the... Okay. I think we're dead at this point. Realistically, I don't have anything else. We have all our energy here. Path to the Peak is out. We just lose. Ugh. Saw a video on that yesterday and was stunned. Which stunned on what? Like Path to the Peak versus or Judge? Man, almost all of our losses today have been us eating an early Path to the Peak. Unfortunately, Path to the Peak has gotten more popular because more decks can run it. The Alakazam. Yeah. Hand disruption is a good thing. And there are certain decks that want to play as much hand disruption as they can. So, yeah, Judge is not a dead card. Absolutely not. It's not for everything. Damn. Okay. Okay. As the Arceus deck, you really don't want to go second. You really want to go first, and you can put the clamp down on your opponent. Now, we do have Squawk. Oh, and we're playing Ting-lu. This is potentially horrible, especially if we're going second. Okay. Yep, Ting-lu's going to one-shot us, but if we can get set up fast enough, it's not gonna matter. So I think we're gonna punt on this energy, and we are gonna let it rip with the Squawkabilly. And Alexander, thank you so much for the follow. Truly appreciate it. All right, they're going to Squawk and Seize, and they're going to be in a pretty good spot. Oh, my goodness. We have to assume we're getting one-shotted on the next turn. Have to assume we're getting one-shotted on the next turn. So let's go Arceus. Let's go Squawkabilly. I could drag the other Ting-lu into the active and pray. I think that's the play. And we Squawk and Seize and try and get a little better setup. We do get the Regidrago. We do have the out here, yes. And if we can get the Noivern out, yeah, that's pretty sick. Okay. We wait. Now, we still have a problem, right? I have overbenched. I went double Arceus. Oh, and they're going to play the Penny. And they are going to Land Scoop here, put damage on the Arceus. Now we've lost our Arceus V-Star power, and that's really crappy. And they're going to be able to one-shot this Arceus in the next go. But there is a world. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's get rid of Noivern, Goodra. I will get a Regidrago V-Star. We're going to need a double turbo energy off this next go in order to stand a chance. Or we just lose. Okay. Okay. And we will actually slam Path to the Peak down. Hit for 180. We're going to get it down to 2 prizes, but at this point, we can covert flight over and over again. I don't know if that's going to be enough for us to win the game, but it is pretty much our only option at this point. And they're going to Bravery Charm up. Ugh. You also struggled with this Regidrago path or an early Regidrago stuck in the active without energy. Yep, that is a valid problem with this deck. They're going to Halucha. And actually, that shuts off the Ralts. Yeah. No deck is perfect. Okay. Now, unfortunately, they're going to do 1 billion damage to our Arceus. I think we just started losing the coin flip was really bad for us. Monumentally bad. And now, the only thing we can really do is I could get rid of the Giratina here. I think we just have to spam Covert Flight over and over again and pray that they don't get boss's orders and take the win. That's really all this is going to come down to. If we can gust this up and use Giratina's Star Requiem, that would be amazing. That could get us the win, actually. Okay. They're going to Gape Job Bog. Get Path to the Peak out. Yeah, their route to winning is getting boss's orders on the Squawk and Seize. Yeah, they're going to keep digging. If we can get boss and just do... If we can knock this out with a top deck boss, that would be incredible. And then we should be laughing. But I don't know. We have one more boss's order somewhere in the deck. Let's see. There it is! Okay. Okay. We're back in this. We're back in this. We will get rid of Giratina Nest Ball. Let's go grab ourselves a... Kirlia doesn't matter. Nothing here matters. Let's just thin our deck. Let's grab Spiritomb. I will boss up the Koraidon. I will attach energy to the Squawkabilly. And, oh, we have Legacy Star access. I don't know if that's worth it at this point. Yeah, let's do that, actually. because we can get boss back. Yeah, so let's go grab both our copies of boss. And we will Apex Dragon, and we will Lost Impact for 280. Get rid of that Koraidon. Flush it down the toilet. Now, they need... I think we got him. Right? They can attack for 150. It's not going to be enough, and they're not even going to be able to knock out the Squawkabilly here. And they'll penny away the Squawkabilly. That's smart. Now we don't just win. And we are 10 damage short with the... Okay, this is still anybody's game. I will attach energy to the Squawkabilly. And I will... I will Apex Dragon, and we will Covert Flight for 70. They need boss. If they have boss, they win. That it is what it is. But I think we've put ourselves in as good of a position to win this from behind as we possibly could. Oh, but with Path to the Peak out, we can have ability. So I should have evolved up to Kirlia at some point because I should have known. I would have had Path to the Peak down. Kirlia would have worked again. And then we could have gotten up to Buddy Catch. And they are crazy overbenching for no reason here. I don't know what the play... Okay, they're going to heal. And they're just going to try and stall for time. Which I don't necessarily hate. And they're just going to research. Okay. I think we got him. Okay, yeah, they can Cape Chop Bog. Yeah, we got him. We block that. And we win. Jeez, that was a good one. That was good. I thought we were screwed, to be honest. I thought we were boned really early. The fact that ting-lu hits Arceus for weakness, that really sucks. However, we were able to get our Regidrago set up just quick enough, and we were able to get the right cards in the discard pile, including Noivern to stop basics from attacking, and Giratina VSTAR to get the one shot on the Koraidon, which was gonna have the firepower to knock out the Squawkabilly and the Regidrago there. So yeah, being able to gust up the Koraidon to take that out of the game. ting-lu was not gonna do enough damage on its own to one-shot the Regidrago or even one-shot the Squawkabilly, because Squawkabilly's resistant to fighting. And they did get some damage counters on the Squawkabilly to weaken it up for potentially that play, but they were not able to pull it off in the end. We were able to stall for time and get the win, the huge comeback win there. GG's. All right, that was pretty awesome. I like that match a lot. The fighting resistance on Squawkabilly, yeah. That was good. So I think that's going to be the matches for this Arceus Regidrago deck. Let's record the intro and outro to this. And then we've got some other decks. Like, we could stick to Regidrago. I've got the weird Regidrago Fortress deck we could try out. We've also got Palkia with Kyogre, which I've never played. I'm leaning towards Regidrago Fortress at the moment. I kind of want to practice the Palkia Kyogre because this deck looks hard. This looks hard to play. It looks fun, though. I would say that or Miraidon. Here, let's put... I'll make a poll right now, and you guys can pick. And I'm actually going to BRB while you guys vote here. So let's go Regidrago VSTAR or Miraidon. And it's a different way to play Miraidon. It doesn't have the Regilikes in it. I'm going to call this like a... We'll do 1 minute of voting here. No, I'm going to go... Let's go 2, just in case. All right? So, Secret Player, if you're still here, you are running the stream, BRB. Also, vote! All right, we're back. Let's get the tunes going again. And I see Antihero Crest said, oh, Azul played a lot of Gardevoir Palkia. Okay. I have not played it at all. I think it's something we're going to cover because the Palkia League battle deck's out there, and this is like a radically different way to do it. I see Marcelino says, I started playing Ting-lu. I went high to 600 points at this moment. That's awesome. Ting-lu is my... it may not be the most competitively viable deck, but it is absolutely my favorite deck in the current meta. And left to my own devices, I would just be a Ting-lu main, and I would play that deck on PTCG Live all the time. But the realities of my channel are such that I'm playing different decks every week, so it is what it is. I kind of want to see the list for Miraidon. Yeah, sure. Let me go and pull it up, because we're not going to be playing the Miraidon right now. I'll cover it. I'll probably cover it in a video. Miraidon is a popular Pokemon and a popular card. So, I'll pull it up on screen. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I actually brought props for the My First Battle video, and I forgot to show, and I specifically brought out my Shadow Rider Mewtwo deck because I wanted to visually showcase that 60 card decks are really hard for kids to shuffle, and I just realized one of these cards is in a Darkrai sleeve. I need to fix that. Definitely need to fix that. Marked cards, DQ. Disqualified. All right. Also, yes, I'm currently using ETB sleeves because these are the sleeves that I have at the moment. I'm not playing super serious right now. There is a regionals. They've already announced that the Toronto regionals is happening late October, and the tentative plan is for me to compete in that. So when the time comes, I will buy some Dragon Shields or some of the higher end sleeves and sleeve up whatever deck I'm going to be playing at that tournament. All right, so yeah, Miraidon. It's 3 Miraidon, 2 Raichu, 2 Raikou. We've got a 2/2 Mareep, and we've got 1/0 Aura for pivoting. I will put the list in the chat as well. Boss. The big difference between like the other Miraidon decks and this one is a heavy use of Path to the Peak. Try and slow down our opponent's abilities. Really, our deck only Raikou's abilities okay, but really once you've got your deck set up or your bench set up, you can slam down Path to the Peak and slow down your opponent that way. And whatever damage you are losing because you don't have the Regileckies out, you're making up by slowing them down with Path to the Peak. And then we've also got Bravery Charm so that the Raikous and the Miraidons, and to a certain extent the Raichu, are not getting one-shotted by your opponents. So yeah, I will export this list right now. And bear with me. It's going to be... the formatting in Twitch is going to be horrible. But we'll make it work. And also, the trainer list might be weird. I like to put like my my fancy cards in there mixed with regular cards. When I make the videos for YouTube, I usually like change the list to make it like basics of everything, or like the common versions. But yeah, more of a control variant, absolutely. And Antihero Chris says, you plan on going to the next pre-release? It's going to be your first IRL event. Awesome. Yeah, I've never played in any IRL. Well, I played my wife like in the house, but haven't gone to any sort of IRL event. So going to a regionals is probably, I might be in over my head, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm not, my goals as someone in the Pokemon TCG community are not to be world champion. Okay, let's do I need to turn the channel points off, and I'm going to do the intro and outro to the Regidrago video that we just made. Also, thank you for being a part of the Regidrago Arceus experience. Okay, and again, so channel points are off. I'm going to be a little slow to respond to the messages in the chat. Bear with me. I'm just going to record the intro, outro. Give me like 10 minutes, and then we will come back. We'll play. We'll see what we can get out of this Regidrago Fortress deck in the meantime. So, here we go. Has Regidrago VSTAR finally arrived? I think this is an incredibly cool card. It's one of my favorite cards in the game right now because of its ability to copy attacks from other dragon Pokemon. But up until recently, this card hasn't seen much in the way of competitive success. However, recently, at the North American International Championships, Drake Z piloted an Arceus Regidrago deck to first place in the Junior Championships, finally showcasing Regidrago VSTAR on the big stage. And maybe it's finally time to put some respect on this deck. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Regidrago VSTAR. And also, I used Drake Z's deck as a starting point. I did make one minor switch. This is more of a playstyle preference thing. But yeah, there are a number of places on YouTube. Little Dark Fury, Sableye has covered the exact 60 that Drake Z played. So if you want their version of it, yeah, go over there. I mean, watch this first. All right, so let's talk about Regidrago VSTAR. It is a dragon-type Pokemon. It is a V-Star, so you've got to evolve it from a Pokemon V, a Regidrago V, 280 HP, 3 Retreat, and it's got the move Apex Dragon for 2 Grass and a Fire. You get to choose an attack from a Pokemon, a Dragon Pokemon in your discard pile, and use its attack. There are a number of awesome dragon Pokemon to copy attacks from, which make Regidrago like this ultimate toolbox attacker that is great in every scenario. Now, the problem is the 2 Grass and the Fire, but we're going to use Arceus VSTAR to get around that. Of course, with Trinity Nova, we're going to start the game with Arceus. We're going to attack for 180 damage, attach a bunch of energy to Regidrago, and then have Regidrago come in the mid to late game to copy all of the cool dragon attacks that we have here, such as Duraludon's G Max Pulverization, 220 damage, and it's a shred attack. So anything like the annoying Mimikyu, the old Miltank, you can just shred right through those, no problem. We've got Giratina VSTAR's Lost Impact. You get to do 280 damage and put 2 energy into the Lost Zone, but you can just throw a double turbo energy into the Lost Zone and keep swinging for Lost Impact over multiple turns. We've got Goodra VSTAR Rolling Iron. You do 200 damage and you take 80 less damage the next turn, which is amazing, and it's going to be your attack most of the time. And then we've got the new Noivern EX from Paldea Evolved, which has 2 awesome moves to copy. We've got Covert Flight, which does 70 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. This covers many of the Lost Box variants: Chien-pao, Ting-lu, United Wings. They can't hit you when you use Covert Flight, which makes it really annoying to deal with. And then Dominating Echo is really cool as well, where it does 140 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any special energy or stadium cards from their hand. So something like Mew VMAX can really struggle when they can't draw cards with Genesect. They also can't attach special energy from their hand, which makes this a even crazier value proposition that you can do all of this stuff. All of this stuff in one deck. Let's talk about the counts here really quick and what makes this. Actually, no, we'll get to the counts in a bit. We also have, and this is the big innovation that Drake Z introduced to Arceus Regidrago, is the Kirlia line. 2/2 line of Kirlia. Of course, Kirlia is a great card with refinement, allows you to discard a card, draw 2 cards. This is great for being our draw engine. And oftentimes we use Bibarel here instead, but Kirlia is great because it lets you also discard the dragon cards to get them into the discard pile so that you can get popping off with Regidrago. We also have 1 copy of Buddy Catch Gallade, which allows you to grab a supporter card from your deck and put it into your hand. So in the mid to late game, you can use this to just grab that boss's orders, grab that Iono, and make game-winning plays that way. We also have 1 copy of Spiritomb. Oh, I love this card so much. When you've got it in play, it doesn't even have to be in the active. Basic Pokemon V have no abilities, and this includes Lumineon V, Genesect V, just to name a few. And then last but not least, we've got Squawkabilly EX. Great card. You play this on your first turn and you get to discard your hand and draw up to 6 cards. There are going to be times where you have a garbage first hand and you can use Squawkabilly EX to clear your hand and give yourself an opportunity to play the game that way. So in terms of like counts here, we've got 4-3 Arceus, which is, we're primarily an Arceus deck first and foremost. We want to start with Arceus at the beginning of the game. Then we've got 2-2 Regidrago VSTAR. In the mid to late game, we want to use all of our crazy dragon attacks, so we've got 2 of those there. We've got 1 of each of the dragon cards, and then we've got a 2-2 line of the Kirlia as well, and then 1 Spiritomb and 1 Squawkabilly. For trainers, 2 copies of Boss's Orders gusts your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active of your choice. Really handy card to pick off key targets. 1 copy of Raihan lets you attach a energy from your discard pile, a basic energy, to your Pokemon and then draw a card of your choice. If you happen to get stuck in a weird position, this can help you with your energy acceleration and stay in the game. 1 copy of Escape Rope, as well as a copy of Switch. We don't really run too many Switch options in this deck. Really, it's primarily to get Arceus into the active if you've got it on the bench on turn 2 and you've popped your V-Star power. For disruption cards, we've got 2 copies of Judge and 2 copies of Iono, and these do 2 different things. Judge shuffles your hands, both players' hands into their deck, draw 4. Iono is shuffle your hands to the bottom of the deck, and then each player draws to the number of prizes they have remaining. And depending on the situation, sometimes you want to play Judge, sometimes you want to play Iono. Like in the early game, if you've got the advantage already and you just need a fresh set of cards, you probably want to play Judge instead of Iono, because Iono would give your opponent 5 to 6 cards versus Judge, which is 4. In the mid to late game, you might want to play Iono to try and make a comeback, get them down to 2 or 1 cards. So that's why we've got the split there. 1 copy of Pal Pad to get 2 supporters from our discard pile back into our deck. 2 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. 3 copies of Professor's Research. Discard your hand, draw 7. This is particularly strong for discarding the Dragon Pokemon win one fell swoop. 2 copies of Capturing Aroma, and this is for searching out. You flip a coin, you can get a basic off of Heads or an evolution Pokemon with Tail. No, it's the other way around. Heads is an evolution Pokemon, Tails is a basic Pokemon. This can help us get our dragon Pokemon into our hands so we can get rid of them later. 3 copies of Path to the Peak. Once we do Starbirth, we don't really need to use abilities anymore, so we want to play Path to the Peak to shut off our opponent's abilities. 4 copies of Ultra Ball to get Pokemon of our choice. We've got 1 copy of Super Rod, in particular to get energy back into the deck, because this does run a little light on energy. And then one of the big changes I made to Drake Z's list is I took out the Garchomp. The Garchomp, I'll show that right now. It's a really cool attacker, right? If when you throw this in the discard pile, it gives you a 220 snipe damage attack, which is absolutely amazing, and you have to discard 3 energy to do it. Great attack in the end game. However, if you end up benching the Garchomp, it's stuck in the game it's stuck on your bench for the rest of the game. You don't have the energy to attack with it, and I really hate this as a 2-prize liability. So I took that out and I put in a Collapsed Stadium instead. Forces both players to get their benches down to 4, and this also helps us getting the Squawkabilly out of play. So you fill up the bench, play Collapsed Stadium, get Squawkabilly out of play so that you don't have that 2-prize liability on your bench. And this also acts as our 1 out to Path to the Peak. If your opponent plays it before you can get Starbirth off, you've at least got a chance to bump it with Collapsed Stadium. And then for energy, we've got 4 double turbos, 3 fire energy, and 5 grass energy. So again, general game plan: start with Arceus, attack with Arceus until he gets knocked out, and hopefully you've got 1 to 2 Regidrago set up, and then you are going to use Regidrago's assortment of dragon moves to take out your opponent, whether that is by one-hit KOing multi-prize Pokemon or stopping them from attacking with Noivern EX's attacks. Let's check out these matches. And there we go. That is a look at Arceus with Regidrago VSTAR. Again, congratulations to Drake Z for building an awesome deck that I made like a minor tweak to, but Drake Z's deck is amazing. Clearly it is. It won NAIC, so congrats to them. And for anybody else still watching this, I think that this deck is awesome. It's a ton of fun to play, and being able to use Regidrago to copy all of those different attacks is not only fun to use, but it just gives you so many different options in almost every matchup in the game that can give you the upper hand. And yes, it's a little difficult to set up and get all the dragon Pokemon into the discard pile, but between Ultra Balls and the Kirlias and all that should give you a better chance of setting up and dominating the game. But let me know in the comments of this video. You going to play this deck? Are you already playing a variation of Regidrago? Do you not believe in this deck? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. And some quick plugs. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You can find me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I'm streaming the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. like I am right now. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So Twitch fam, stick around, but YouTube, we're getting out of here. Bye. All right, we back. Let's go play some weirdo Regidrago here. Regidrago Fortress. Let's set this active, and let's see. I haven't really had it. I've played this deck a little bit, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Always fascinating to see it out of the script. Yep, there's no script here. I have nothing. I make this up. Everything here is live. It's practice. I also had, I'm not sure how many, most probably don't know this. I have a background in radio broadcasting. I went to college for radio broadcasting, and I worked in the industry for a little bit. A couple of months, I did have opportunities to be on air, and I did train to be an on-air radio announcer. And I hope that some of that still helps out with the Twitch stream. All right, we get Regidrago to start. And we really need opponent's turn. Okay. This is kind of annoying right now. There is a very good chance that we are going to get blown out on the next turn. Okay, we can Iono them and hopefully stop them from getting whatever they were going to get on the next turn. This is one of the matchups that we need to play and we need to beat if this deck is really going to be anything, though. Yeah, my time in the radio broadcasting industry, it was fun. It's incredibly difficult. There are so few jobs, especially if you're trying to be an on-air personality. There are so few jobs that even very good people in that space just don't make it, or they're stuck working low-paying jobs in the middle of nowhere, and it's tough. It's awesome, but it's tough. Thank you, Camson CL, for the follow. Truly appreciated. And I love that time that I did work in the industry. I will forever cherish it. Ooh, Vulpix is actually very annoying because Regidrago does have an ability. We're going to have to play Path to the Peak if we're going to get through that. Let's see. This is a very good challenge for our deck. Yeah, I think that I had a great time in the radio industry. I made a little bit of money. At the very least, I made enough money to cover my tuition, and that's cool. We'll get rid of boss. It doesn't matter. We're gonna... Oh, it does matter, actually. Damn, I should have gotten rid of the Iono. No, I don't want to get rid of the Iono. Let's go and attach energy, and we will... Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll get another Regidrago down. Let's go and... Yeah, sure, we can bench the Manaphy. And do we actually need the Battle VIP Pass? I'm going to say yeah. Oh, I don't need it. I already have the thing here. And we can play... Ooh. Interesting. I could Squawkabilly now. Do we want to Squawkabilly now? Actually, yeah, we want to Squawkabilly now. Unfortunately, we are getting rid of all of our boss's orders here. This is a big gamble on my part. And we will... Oh. Yes. Oh, no. This is a... Oh, no. Oh, we have completely screwed ourselves over. Well, not completely screwed ourselves over, but this is not ideal. We can attack next turn, which is nice, but we only have... Oh, they're going to shuffle them up. Okay. Okay. Hopefully we don't get donked right now. And here comes the Palkia. That makes things a little more annoying for us. Please stop here. Please stop here. Camson says, what Regi variant are we running? We are currently running... Oh, they stopped right there. Amazing. We are currently running the Fortress version. We were playing Arceus Regidrago. We just wrapped that up, though. Oh, no. Oh, this is not what we wanted. We will Defiance Band here, but I don't want to pop it right now. This kind of sucks. Okay. I'm going to Collapse Stadium here. Let's get rid of the Squawkabilly. But yeah, this is not the play. I'm not going to pop right now. I will hit for 130. And let's drop 30 damage on the What's more? The Vulpix. Ooh, this is not good. Not good. Wow. Please be stuck. Please be stuck. I think they're stuck. Oh, they're going to vacuum away some stuff. They'll vacuum away the Collapsed Stadium, which is not necessarily the worst. We need Regidrago VSTAR in like the worst way, though. Oh, we're going to get Iono. That's good. That's good. Okay. They do get the Vulpix down. And yeah, there's a world where they start attacking with the Vulpix and we're kind of screwed. Oh, they evolved to Frigibax. Okay. No, they didn't. Okay. Let's see. I think they're gonna get the knock. No, they're just gonna attack for 120. Okay. We're still not in a good spot. We're still very much not in a good spot. And we got rid of one of our Regidrago VSTARs already. And we are going to get rid of another one here. Let's go get Regi VSTAR. And I will attach energy here. And we will... is it worth bench? Yeah, let's bench this one. Just in case. I actually don't have to pop Fortress right now, which is a little weird. Okay. Let's Legacy Star, actually. Yeah. Burn 7 cards. Oh, shoot. We got rid of so much energy. That is not good. That is not good. Okay. I'll get the Regidrago VSTAR back. And let's grab one of the energies. Okay. What can we even attack with right now? And we only have 7 cards in our deck. That's insane. Apex Dragon. What can we even do? Lost Impact, Gmax Pulverization. Let's Pulverize. There's the Noivern. Now... they can attack for 160. Yeah, they're going to do some stuff here. And that puts us in a really bad spot. Like a really, really, really bad spot. And we only have 7 cards left. We can do 220 Shred. Actually, yeah. We can still do this. Yeah, Duraludon gets us 220 Shred. And then if they can't one-shot this Regidrago, then we can one-shot them and we win. Calface says you can shred through Vulpix. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And then Palkia can't one-shot Regidrago. So yeah, we still got this. We've still got it. Assuming... actually, I don't even have to pop. Let's go Super Rod to get our... get some of our energy back. Here. Let's go... actually, hold on. Energy, and give me... like Luminion. Sure. And we can Raihan here. Right? So I will Raihan for grass. And if we go like Ultra Ball. Oh, we only have 9 cards. Ah, Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak. Yes. Okay. And we will go grass. And we'll slam down Path. And actually, yeah, that stops this. And we will Apex Dragon. And we don't actually have to use the Fortress right now. We have to use Pulverization, though. We will hit through. And we're actually looking pretty sweet here. We're actually looking pretty sweet. And we didn't even need to use the Fortress. Channel points are still off. Thank you, Antihero Chris, for calling that out. Okay, channel points are back on. Sorry about that. Yeah, not having to pop the Fortress is actually insane. I might still do it for fun. No, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Well, we don't have to pop it, but we can. Is there a world? Actually, if they manage to get the KO on this... Oh, if we get the KO here, then we're dead. There is that. Now, they have to bump Path to the Peak and get a whole bunch of energy and be able to hit for 280. They're going to need 6 energy out on the board. They do have the V-Star power out. Ooh, the Starmie. The Starmie is not doing enough. Not right now. That's 50... all of your opponent's Pokemon. We've only got 3. I don't think that's going to do it. But let's see. Let's let them cook. Let's let them cook. They're hitting for 260. If they have a Gucci belt, then we're dead. No. We got him. We got him. Giratina is in. Yeah, we just get the one shot and it's over. Boom. So, we Apex Dragon. Yeah, we got it. Jeez. All right. Well, that's not exactly how I wanted to play that. We did actually weren't able to get the Fortress set up in time, but it ended up not mattering because we were able to get our Regidrago set up in a meaningful time frame. And it's actually kind of good that we didn't, because that would have been harder to keep up because they got set up a little faster than we did. But being able to shred through, and on top of that, they had the Vulpix there, and the Vulpix would have blocked us otherwise. We did have Path to the Peak, but we also did have access to Duraludon's attack, which lets us shred through, and we were able to handle our business there. GG's. All right, not exactly the way that deck is supposed to work, but it worked, so we'll take it. And yeah, they did Iono very well. Ideally, I would like to get at least one match that showcases the Fortress blowing up and then the Regidrago doing that. We can use this other match. Like, this was a good match to showcase some of the other stuff that Regidrago does, but I do want to show here's how the thing explodes and all that. And we are rushing a little bit here. The stream is probably ending sooner rather than later. I would like to turn this into a video. I guess worst case, I can come back to this later. But we'll see. Oof. Oof. We have to get down a Regidrago. We have to get down a Pineco. Oh, we've got an upgrade to the stream, JF Raptor, flipping this upside down, and we are up against Mew VMAX of all decks, and that is not a good look for us. Now, there's actually a couple ways we can go about this. We can go play, let's play the Spiritomb, actually. I'm going to say, Spiritomb be damned, you ain't playing on me. And we have to get rid of our Ionos, which is really awful. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, okay, we'll take this. And we have... This is terrible. This is a terrible hand of cards to be running right now. I will play the Reg. Maybe we just grab Luminion and hope we can get something better on the next go. Okay, let's do that. I think we have to pray here that they they don't have an answer to Spiritomb right this second. Of course, they play the answer to Spiritomb right this second. If they've got nothing else, then we're Gucci. Yeah, if I don't see any Genesect drop, then we're fine. I'm not going to Iono them. We'll just research, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, well, here comes. Okay, they're going to get the Genesect down. They need 3 fusion energy on the board to snipe the Spiritomb. They could also escape rope, but they still need 3 fusion strike energy to make this work. Make a video. Yeah, Friday's video was the Mew VMAX with Ice Cube. Okay, they're down to 3 cards. I'm not going to Iono here. We finally get a... Let's go get Reggie down. Oh, that's not the card I wanted. Well, Pineco helps too. Oh, damn it. I did it to myself. Shame scoop. We saw so many people fall for that, and I burned on my own Spiritomb. Okay. Okay. Happens to the best of us. And the worst of us. Damn. Yeah, don't clip that. No one needs to see that. Oh. That's annoying. That's annoying. Now, if we are up against a Ting-Lu deck, this is actually kind of weird. We really want to win this coin flip. Actually, you know what? Part of me doesn't want to win this coin flip if we're up against Ting-Lu, because that gives... We have to set up wide, right? And then that's just like one Hawlucha completely destroys this deck. Okay. Oh, no. Who needs Hawlucha to destroy the deck when all we get is the Manaphy? Okay. Okay. Let's see what we hit off the trekking shoes. And if it's good, it's good. If not, then we chalk it up to a brick and we move on. It happens. It happens. What's everybody got going on this week? Oh, they burned a Hawlucha already. That's good. That's good. Please. Something we can play. All right. Okay, so moving on. Moving on. I'm not gonna... Maybe, like, we could play Path of the Peak and slow some stuff down. We don't have time for that. We don't have time to mess around with that. I don't really care about my ranking either. Oh, we're running it back. Damn it. Can we have a better starting hand, please? That's all I ask. If we get Hawlucha to death, like, it is what it is, but please. Okay. 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 Duraludon 220 shreds, not bad here. Not bad. And we do have the attach. The fire energy is the big thing. Double Ting-Lu. Okay. Ooh, all right. So we get some stuff. We get some stuff. That's good. That's good. I think we go Pineco Squawk. I'm going to get hyper aggressive here. Let's get rid of Duraludon Path. I will go another Pineco. And so keep in mind, they only need one Hawlucha to completely screw us over. Get a second Regidrago down. And we wait. If they hit Hawlucha onto the 2 Pinecos, we're kind of screwed. Which is worse, burning on your own Spiritomb or starting with just the Manaphy? Don't play the Hawlucha here, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, play the Koraidon. Get your 2 energy up. Get your 2 energy up. Making the mistake. Because if you're mad that you screwed up and burning on your own Spiritomb, like, at least you had a chance to play the game. Manaphy sucks. Like that, but that happens, right? You can't control that. Okay. I'm actually gonna Legacy. Let's get ourselves the Fortress right now. Okay, let's get rid of the Fire Energy. And we'll get rid of the Fortress here. And we just need to pop once, and we're fine. Now, let's go attach. And I'm going to Legacy Star here. Let's go grab 7 cards. Okay, of these 7, I want Boss, and I want Research. And we are going to gust up the other ting-lu. And we're going to pop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have... What Pokemon do we have? We can attack with Duraludon 220. Okay. 2, 3. And let's attach 2 to the Squawkabilly. Yeah, the Squawkabilly is going to be our other one. No, 1 to the Squawkabilly. Yeah. Okay, they're going to take 2 prizes here. That's unfortunate. We will hit for 220 Shred. And then hopefully we can lock them down. We need Noivern. That's actually the card we really need right now. And if we can get the Noivern, we can win the game. Badabako. Lucha doesn't prevent it. Why? Oh, yeah, it's the EX. So it doesn't prevent. You're right. Always forgot ting-lu doesn't block EX. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that part. So yeah, we're fine. They're going to penny away the... That's a good move. That's a good move. They're going to hit 150. And continue with the onslaught here. I'm going to soften up the Regidrago. I respect that. Now, the big problem... Oh, there's the Noivern. Okay. We are laughing now. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Do I... Okay, do we have... What are we super rodding for? No, I don't want to super rod anything. I don't want to... I think we just slam down the path. We slam down path to the peak, and now we Noivern over and over again, and we should just win. Covert Flight, 70. Okay, they can play Temple of Sinnoh. It gets Path to the Peak out. And we'll drag the other ting-lu up and just keep pelting that one. And eventually we want to get ourselves to a point where we can just one-shot the ting-lus and the Koraidons out of the game. Interesting scenario here. I think they can still drop the damage counters even if we block, so they could get rid of this Pineco, which is annoying. No, they're going to soften up the Squawkabilly. I don't hate that for them. The Squawkabilly is a very tantalizing 2-prize target for them. We're going to boss up the other ting-lu. And we shall Apex Dragon, and we're going to Land Scoop again. No, we're going to Covert Flight. Yeah. And then on this next turn, let's Iono. I'm going to put down a third ting-lu. I think they overbenched. How many pennies do they have? Oh, maybe we just leave them with 2 cards. I think we leave them with 2 cards. At some point, we have to be horrified of the boss KO here. And we lost our Collapsed Stadium early. So this is very much going to be an awkward war of attrition here. And we just keep stalling for time. As long as we can. They're going to switch cart into the other ting-lu. They're still not going to be able to attack. They will drop 2 damage counters. I would be piling it on the Pineco if I were them. At least take a prize there. Okay, they're down to 1 card. They're down to 1 card. Yep, they're playing it on the Pineco. We've used up all our boss. So that's annoying. We do get Escape Rope, though. And Escape Rope can get us the fresh Regidrago, but I think we actually want to keep this one in the active so that it can't do incremental damage. So they've only got 1 card. We're going to keep Covert Flight. They've only got 2 cards. Is that I think if we can take out 1 ting-lu and then wait for the second one to come up and then we just blast that into oblivion. And then we're okay. Oh, this is... Oh, man, this is going to make for a fascinating video. And yeah, I don't want to Iono right now. They're just going to wait. They didn't even attack. They could have dropped more damage counters there. Huh. Do I want to... I'm actually not going to use boss right now. I want to knock this one out. So we're going to Covert Flight again. They should have just attacked and put more damage on the Pineco. But we're almost there. We're almost there. We Covert Flight one more time. And then we obliterate this ting-lu with the Giratina attack. Oh, we don't have it. Oh, we can just use Duraludon. And that's going to do 220 shred, at which point they don't have anything they can attack with. Yeah, so this is the... Oh, we have Defiance Band here. And that's going to give us actually a little bit more damage on this next attack. I like that. I like that. Let's Apex Dragon. We're going to do 100. Covert Flight. I wonder if they see where this is going. Yeah, we don't have to Covert Flight anymore at this point. They are not going to get... Like, they need to hit the pickaxe like 5 billion times in order to come back here. They are going to Hawlucha, and that's actually kind of annoying because they are going to get the KO on the Pineco at this point. But they still can't one-shot us. They still can't. They still need to swing multiple times. Yeah, they're going to have to go through at least one of the Regidragos here in order to win. Man, Covert Flight, such a good move in the current meta. Sure, take the Pineco. take the Pineco and go. We just don't bench anything else. It'd be nice to get the Giratina right now. I could get the Giratina right now. I'm not going to. We are going to Apex Dragon. And instead of Covert Flight, I'm going to say, bet, you are not getting 3 energy on anything at this point. Get out of here. And the Goodra, so we can actually take 80 less damage, even if we wanted to. And they're just going to Dino Cry to... What do they Dino Cry to? Yeah, to the ting-lu. And... What's the play? What's the play? They have 4 cards. I could... If we boss up the ting-lu's their only way through this. And we're doing 200... Yeah, we boss up the ting-lu. And I'm saying Covert Flight again. Now I can one-shot you multiple ways, and you're not taking 3 prizes here. I guess there's like Rope, Boss, Echoing Horn. No, that still wouldn't be enough. It still wouldn't be enough. Okay. Yeah, the Charm's actually very good. That gets them to 290. I think Duraludon's attack would still shred through. Like, it would still do enough damage. 220 plus 70 is 290. Oh, man. Such a nightmare match. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. I feel like this match plus the other one before. Oh, man, there's 37 people watching. Welcome all. I hope y'all are doing good. Ooh, the heal. That's actually annoying. That's actually annoying because now we can't one-shot. And they're going to Dino Cry. And I'm pretty sure we have used all of our bosses. Yeah, we've got 3 bosses in the discard. And let's see what we even have. I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Goodra and the Battle VIP Pass. Let's just take a peek at our deck. There's the Giratina. And we have Raihan, Trekking Shoes, some Fire Energy. That's all well and good. I will... Do we just Iono here at this point? No. We will Apex Dragon. I will Covert Flight again. Down to 1. There's another Regidrago. They are in this to the bitter end. Okay, next card, we Iono. I kind of want to hold on to the Escape Rope, though, in case they get the Squawkabilly up. But I guess even then, it's not the end of the world because we can hard retreat. They'll just knock it out. If they get the play, they get the play. We need to find like... I don't think we have any more ways of discarding. Oh, there's the boss. There's the boss. They are going to get the knock. They can actually still win this. Oh, they're 1 short. Okay. I thought if they got that knockout there, they were 1 short on beating us. Oh, there's the knock. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. What we will do, we'll get rid of Giratina, Spiritomb. We don't really care what that is. We hard retreat into Regidrago, and we lost impact for 280. Where is it? Lost impact. 280. We get rid of 2 grass energy, and we get the win. Gee. Jeez, holy cow. That was an absolute slugfest. And we had to go down 2 prizes early, which is by design, the way the deck works. But they really needed... We're trying to depend on shutting off our abilities, and that didn't really happen. We got our legacy. The only one they could have shut off Greninja, to be fair. But that really came down to just us grinding them out with Noivern EX being able to block attacks from basic Pokemon. They don't have a deck that can really get around that. Like, they have to do like Escape Rope Boss and do stuff like that to try and hit around the edges. Thankfully, we didn't overbench too much to give them enough to win the game there, and we were able to just drag that one long enough that we could get the one shot in the end. GG's. And Homer Simpson says, now they lost. Unless they boss again. They would if they save boss for next turn. Guess not, since he had a KO. What was the last attack? Yeah, lost impact. Lost impact. So yeah, how's everybody doing? What else do you got going on for the rest of the weekend? Kind of crazy. Yeah, 35. And we'll play a little bit more. I have to do the intro and outro. I think we have enough matches for the video for this Regidrago Fortress deck. Like, thankfully went 2 for 2, although that last one went forever. But yeah, I do have to get out of here shortly. My wife and I will go have some lunch. I get to see the baby, get to see my baby. I can't wait to see it. Leo, if you're watching, hi. I don't know if he's watching right now, but it would be very cute if he is. Okay, let's wait. And not loving the starting hand here, TBH. Not loving the starting hand. We can bench the Pineco. We can get to Regidrago. Even if we do get the Fortress on the next go-around, and we're playing against Mew VMAX, that's not ideal. Let's go and dig. Oh, we do get the Squawkabilly. That's nice. But if I play the Squawkabilly now, then I should have let it go. I should have let it go. We're going to play Path to the... This is dumb. This is dumb. All right. I don't get into the game if I don't do more stuff right this second. Okay, we do get a Spiritomb down. That's good. We get some energy, which is good. And we do have an out to Fortress, which is also good. We need fire energy, though. And the Spiritomb will shut off the Genesect. And that's going to force them to pull off the... I mean, they could still Metal Blast the Regidrago, and then we're screwed, which is what it looks like is going to happen here. And that kind of is what it is. This is the reality of playing against Mew VMAX. If they have the third fusion energy, oh, and they could cram for it right now. Tails, tails, tails. Yes. Please be stopped right there. Stop right there. Stop right now. Thank you very much. They get the Ice Cube and they got Path to the Peak. Okay. Also need Choice Belt. Yeah, they would need a third to dock this out. Yeah. Okay. They've only got one card. They've only got one card. I am kind of at this point, I probably just want to go into Regidrago straight up. And just wait. I've got one card. You have one card. What's it gonna be? Tails, 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 tails. 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 Yes! All right, they are stuck. That is a whole lot of... Can we top deck fire energy? Oh, yes! Now, this still isn't good enough because, like, I don't want to burn Giratina. I guess we could burn... No, we can't really attack with anything right now. We have to... I can't do anything right now. I don't want to burn Giratina's attack right now. on... Why can't I play Iono, by the way? Okay, we'll just stop. That was weird. Did I play a supporter there? Hopefully they are still stuck. Oh, they get a Mew VMAX out. That's something. They're still stuck. Okay. Get the Duraludon. Unfortunately, we're going to give them a whole bunch of cards. And I will bench the Regidrago. And I don't want to burn any attacks right now on the Ice Cube. And Justin says, play Iono. Yeah. So welcome to the stream. And please, no backseat gaming. If I lose, I lose. I'll take the L's off my mistakes. But I appreciate you caring enough to chime in. Okay. They're probably going to play for a stadium bump here, right? What's the attack? Like, we still, unfortunately, we only have the... They probably bump Path at this point. Oh, okay, they bump Rope. At this point, like, I might as well just give them the Pineco. And yeah, we're not going to get our Fortress play here. But I don't think we need to. What we really need... Oh, they're just going to play for the snipe. Okay. That's actually kind of annoying now because, yeah, they can, once they bump Path, they can do their thing. And now we need like an Escape Rope or something. So now, instead of, we're going to Iono here, get them down to 4, and let's see what we can do. That's annoying. I guess, yeah, we play the Manaphy to block the bench sniping at this point, but now we're kind of stuck. Okay, the Meloetta can come in and hit for a lot. I don't know if they want to burn it right now on that. Nope, they're just going to probably take out the Pineco. We still don't have a good attack. I don't want to use Gear. I guess I could use Giratina's attack right now, but then they're like one Psychic Leap away from getting out of the game, and I don't want that. Profoundly annoying. Okay, so they're going to play for the energy mix there, and that's not... I don't hate that, but that puts us in a position where... shoot. Yeah, because now they can one-shot everything, and I don't like the idea of that. I think we wait. I could, yeah. The fact that we can't retreat the Pineco means that we, they're gonna... Yeah, they can very much one-shot at this point. That's really annoying. And they've got the energy onto the Genesect just to thin their hand, plus also gives them a retreat option if it gets stuck. But yeah, they've got one-shot power right now. I'm kind of hoping... Tails. Yep. They don't get boss, and then we can boss up the Meloetta, and then this becomes a easier matchup for us. But if they gust up the Regidrago, we're kind of screwed. They are thinning the deck. So I hope it just leaves them with a attack on the... Oh, they're going to judge us. That's not good. Really wanted that boss's orders so we can take out the Meloetta. And we still just awkwardly do not have... We don't have any choice belts in this deck. Yeah, this is awkward. I hate this. I hate this. Do we just go... Oh, we have... Okay. There is a play we can make here. There is a play we can make. All right. We can Legacy Star and see what we get. Oh, God. Okay. Hold on. Let's go and grab... Oh, we got rid of both of copies of Boss. Okay, I do want Boss and a Regidrago VSTAR. Yeah, that's the play. The problem is we still only have Lost Impact, and that's horrible. Yikes. And the fire. Yikes. This is not ideal. Very clunky. We at least get the Meloetta out of play, and they're not going to be able to get that play off. But we need to get a Duraludon. We need to get anything. Any other attacker other than Giratina into the discard pile so we can actually play the game. Right? I don't want to swing for 280 with Giratina right now because we would just be putting ourselves in a really bad spot. But I don't know if we have any other options at this point. Yeah, and the big problem, like if we could top deck Ultra Ball, we can figure the rest out from there. Oh my goodness. And they might get the one shot right here, at which point we are probably screwed. Yeah, they have got the nuts right now. Oof. Yeah. Okay. And we lost the Regidrago to the Lost Zone. And like we are so far behind in the prize race. I get an Iono, and like sure, we can Iono them down to 2 cards. It doesn't really matter because they've got Genesect to draw back up. And I can finally get something other than... Yeah, maybe we just Greninja here? Oh, there's no point in Greninjaing right now. Covert Flight's not going to be enough. Oh, we can Defiance Band. No, that's not... Like, I can do it. Like, we can knock this Mew out, and which might be the closest thing we have. Like, that'll get us back, but then we can't attack anymore. And then we're kind of screwed either way. I say we go with the Lost Impact into the Scoop. Right? It was fun. Like, we just don't have it at this point. I think we just... Is there any other way? Yeah, no, it's not going to matter. They're going to boss up the Squawkabilly. So it is what it is. I think it was... I think we're going to keep this match because I think it did show like a vulnerability of the deck and of Regidrago VSTAR as a whole, which I'm, you know, it's one of the realities of the deck is like we coughed up we lost the Pineco early. They blew out the Spiritomb. The biggest thing was that we were not able to get anything in the discard pile to attack with other than Giratina VSTAR, and we ended up having to waste energy to get that Meloetta out of play, and then they were able to just come back, do their Mew VMAX stuff, and dominate the rest of the way through. And I think this is going to be a tough matchup, especially going down 2 prizes in the early onset if we were even able to get that going. But it just didn't work out for us there. That was going to be a tough matchup. And yeah, one of the fundamental challenges of Regidrago VSTAR is that not only do you have to evolve up to Regidrago VSTAR, not only do you have to cover an awkward attack cost of 2 grass and 1 fire energy, you also have to get the Pokemon in the discard pile. And there's an argument to be made. Maybe I could have played Ultra Ball, or I could have gotten Ultra Ball off the Legacy Star, and maybe there was something there, but that was a tough loss, and I think it highlights one of the issues with Regidrago as a whole. GG's. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. All right. Without boss in the end, you could have won in a Gardenia top deck. Yeah, this deck doesn't run Gardenia, but regardless, highly unlikely. I don't think let me see, because I used On Guard's, shoutouts to On Guard, by the way, on Twitter, plays competitively. I think this is his list that I am using right now. I don't think I ended up making any changes to it, which is fine, and I'll very much give On Guard credit where credit is due. Yeah, I think that's gonna make the video. All right, so time check. It's now 1 o'clock Eastern time. I do have to get going. We're gonna record the intro outro. I'm gonna turn off the channel points, but I'll take a moment here to say thank you to everybody that dropped by. If you want to see me explain how the deck works, I will do all of that in a sec. But yeah, let's go thank everybody in the chat: Antihero Chris, Homer Simpson, Justin TCG, Cowface, Bad Abaco, Prism Chew, Camson CL, JF Raptor. Again, good luck on the karaoke contest on Twitch. Mark, thank you for dropping by. Marcelino, thank you for dropping by. Sorry, scrolling is far high. Megan Plays Games, always a pleasure to see you. Scrolling up. Golem's Friend, welcome. Secret Player, if I haven't said your name already, thank you. Thank you to everybody that followed the stream today. Homer Simpson, Camsim CL, Alexander, Leonidas 98, Mark, Dusty Pharaoh, and David Allen, and Yepsam. Thank you all for the follows. Let's go and do the outro for, I'm gonna explain the deck, and then we will, at the very end, like usually it's the, hey, we're gonna come back, but no, we're not gonna come back from this. We're gonna wrap this up here. But thank you all, and yo, shout outs to everybody that lurked the stream as well. You're amazing. I hope I added value to your day as much as you did to mine. I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed the show, and let's go and introduce this deck. I think there's gonna be at least possibly one more Regidrago, probably not like next week or anything like that, but there's at least one more. The Regidrago Leafeon is a deck that I still want to showcase that I think is still worth playing. But yeah, let's go and talk about some Regidrago. Yeah, we'll start with Fortress, actually. Yeah. Hold on, let me... Fortress EX is one of the free decks that you get in the Pokemon TCG Live Battle Pass. At the time of this recording, it's Paldea Evolved. It is one of the free cards in the Battle Pass. It's currently paired with like Ambipom, but with a little bit of tweaking, well, a lot of tweaking, you can turn this into a really cool way to play Regidrago VSTAR. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Fortress with Regidrago VSTAR. Fortress is a new card introduced as part of Paldea Evolved, and it's got 270 HP. It's got a garbage attack. It's got 3 retreat, but you're not going to attack with this at all. You're going to be using its ability, Exploding energy. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 basic grass energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. You lose 2 prizes, but you get 5 energy on the board, which is awesome because Regidrago has a awkward attack cost with 2 grass and 1 fire. And getting the 5 grass on the board is amazing in that it lets you get your Regidrago set up in 1 turn, can get you multiple Regidrago set up in 1 turn, and you can pop off with Apex Dragon. Of course, you're going to need a fire energy as well, but once you get Apex Dragon rolling, you can copy attacks from your discard pile, which includes Duraludon. You're doing 220 Shred. You've got Noivern, which can let you block attacks from basics as well as prevent your opponent from attaching special energy and bumping stadiums. We've also got Giratina to do a massive 280 damage. And then we've also got Goodra to do 200 damage and take 80 less damage. So once you pop off with the Fortress and get your Regidrago set up, you can do some devastating damage. And on top of that, we are playing multiple copies of Path to the Peak to try and slow our opponent down and prevent them from playing the game and making comebacks that way. So general idea, you want to get down at least 1 Pineco, maybe 2, get the Fortress set up, and then get your energy attached to the Regidrago V-Stars. And just as a we already talked about Regidrago V-Stars attack, so we're fine there. We've got a 3-3 line of Regidrago V and Regidrago V-Star. We've got a bunch of Dragon Pokemon, one-ofs of Duraludon, Noivern, Giratina, and Goodra. We've also got 1 copy of Spiritomb that prevents Pokemon V with abilities from using them. So you're shutting off stuff like Genesect V and Lumineon V. Once again, further adding another control element to this deck on top of the Noivern and the Path to the Peak and so on. We've got a copy of Manaphy to protect the bench. We don't want the Pinecos getting knocked out early. We've got 1 copy of Squawkabilly. Not only is this a great way of refreshing your hand at the start of the game when you brick, it's also a way of getting Dragon Pokemon into your discard pile so that you can attack with Regidrago later. We've also got 1 copy of Radiant Greninja for discarding energy and then helping us draw cards. And yeah, 1 Goodra. I should also note that this is a list from On Guard, ONGAARD. Shoutouts to them. I'll put links to their Twitter and their YouTube here below. I had this list and I saw them and I was like, all right, let's try this out. I usually make tweaks to go follow my playstyle afterwards. I didn't get a chance to do that here, so I'm going to give them full credit. This is their list. Shoutouts to On Guard. Great presence in the Pokemon TCG community. Great player as well. We've also got 4 trainers, 3 copies of trekking shoes, helps us dig into our deck a little further. You look at the top card, you can either keep it or discard it. In particular, you want to discard the Dragon Pokemon that way. 3 copies of Boss's Orders, so we can gust up targets of our choice to knock out. 1 copy of Raihan. If you get knocked out, you can, on your following turn, attach an energy when you play Raihan and get a card of your choice. Really handy, especially if you're like just a piece short of getting set up. Raihan can help with that. For Switch cards, we've got 1 copy of Escape Rope and 1 copy of Switch. Not really a lot of switching happening in this deck. 1 copy of Professor Burnett. I think this is a really cool tech. When you play this, you can search your deck for up to 2 cards and discard them, then shuffle your deck. It's an easy way of getting 2 of your Dragon Pokemon into the discard pile. 2 copies of Nest Ball for getting our basics down. 3 copies of Battle VIP Pass. You really want to hit these on the first turn because they don't work otherwise, but when you do, you get to bench 2 Pokemon of your choice. 2 basic Pokemon of your choice. 2 copies of Path to the Peak to stop your opponent's abilities, especially once you've got Regidrago set up. You throw down the Path to the Peak, and then your opponent's abilities are shut off because you don't need them anymore. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards, get any Pokemon of your choice, and ideally you want to discard Dragon Pokemon this way. 3 copies of Iono for hand disruption. 1 copy of Super Rod to get energy and Pokemon back into your deck. 1 copy of Defiance Band. This is really cool because at the beginning of the game, you're going to pop with Fortress and you're going to be down 2 prizes, and then you can just do 30 extra damage on that first attack as well. and then 1 copy of Collapsed Stadium to shorten your bench down to 4, get the Squawkabilly out of play if you've got a full bench. 3 copies of Professor's Research, discard your hand, draw 7 cards, one of the best supporters in the game, like ever. And then for energy, 4 copies of Fire Energy and 7 Grass. Let's go take a look at this deck in action. Thus concludes our look at Fortress with Regidrago VSTAR. Again, Fortress is like a really weird Pokemon, and I don't know if we found the perfect way to play it, but with Regidrago, it opens up a whole bunch of other cool options, and for those playing on PTCG Live, it's definitely a stronger way of playing than with the Ambipom. And yeah, the Ambipom's fun, and you can block attacks and so on, but Regidrago, probably a more reliable way to play it. And if you are a fan of Regidrago, this is yet again another way of playing it. You can play it with the Leafeon, you can play it with the Arceus, and Fortress is another way to go about it. So whichever way you go, Regidrago is a ton of fun to play, and there's even more options to make it a viable threat. But let me know, Gazer Beam, thank you for the bits. We're actually just wrapping up. And Goodra said, or Gazer says, did I see Goodra in the thumbnail preview? We're playing Regidrago right now. We were just playing Regidrago, but thank you for dropping by. And yes, I do hope Goodra comes back. Okay, so I know this is supposed to be the outro, and you might see it. I've been seeing some lists from Japan with chien-pao Goodra, and I'm intrigued. We're gonna have to wait for that. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. Before we go, some quick plugs. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You can find me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.